Hello, all guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the newest episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast, brought to you on YouTube, on Spotify, on Google, and Apple Podcasts. I'm Austin. I'm a knockout. Watched a lot of wrestling.
I'm David. I'm a noob. Haven't watched nearly as much wrestling, but Austin, I am a soothsayer, and I see in the stones a prophecy put forward. Now it says here was a very last-minute prophecy. One that was not sanctioned until the very much 11th hour, but a prophecy nonetheless, and I look forward to seeing it come true today.
The Oracle was a little last minute on getting this.
The Oracle kept spitting out the wrong name, and all the Oracle followers were like, that doesn't seem quite right, and the Oracle's like, nah, it's chill, fam. Actually, no. I'm going to say this. The Oracle was corrupt, okay? The Oracle had a vested interest in one person being the beneficiary of this prophecy. They were getting paid on the side for it. So they kept being like, yes, I see Randy Orton in your future.
Yes.
Thank you for the $500, Mr. Orton. Anyway.
You want Batista.
Yeah, they also double as a hypnotist.
Yeah. WWE wishes they could hypnotize their audience.
Yo, hold up a second. I actually love that idea. Fucking imagine. I just want to stop and imagine the idea for a minute. Motherfucking, they before the episode of the live taping starts, they on the Titantron put a giant hypno swirl and it's like, you want Roman Reigns to keep being champion. Ooh. You will continue to buy Bloodline merch. Ooh. And everyone's like, we will continue to buy Bloodline merch. Ooh.
Yeah, so today, though, we are back in 2014. The Yes Movement is finally cooking.
It's finally moved something. Is what it does. It's actually done some moving.
They're advertising the shirt that I have in the background here.
Oh shit! We have reached the shirt. Are we at the shirt? Austin?
We are at this shirt now.
This feels like a full circle moment for this podcast. The iconic shirt that for the longest time I thought was like a fucked up Che Guevara poster.
Admittedly. It's supposed to look like that.
That sounds about right. It does feel rather evocative. But yes. So truly, the prophecy has reached its apex. We are at the shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have shirt. That is true.
Yep. So last time we were here, Royal Rumble 2014, a show with zero booking issues at all.
None whatsoever. It was fine, and everybody loved it.
Yes, that famously a very well-regarded show.
Famously went off without a hitch.
Yeah, so Daniel Bryan lost to Bray Wyatt, but that's fine because he would, in the main event, go on to not be in the Royal Rumble, and instead Batista wins.
Absolutely. We got to have that cross-promotion, Austin. This week, Raw is brought to you by Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Funny thing is that rumor has it is that Triple H laughed at the idea that Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be a hit movie.
Well, Triple H would know as the man who almost became Thor.
Yeah, he clearly has his, he would have. I wish I could think of a Triple H, a starring player in Blade 3. Would definitely know what a successful superhero movie is going to be.
Absolutely. He was almost Thor, brother. Come on now.
Yeah. Then Brock Lesnar beat Big Show into the dirt. Great.
Hate.
And Randy Orton beat John Cena because the Wyatts showed up and kicked Cena's ass.
Of course, as you do.
We are building now to Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, a feud that will, of course, be extremely well regarded for who wins.
Definitely won't get weird. Definitely won't get weirdly personal to Cena in uncomfy ways. It'll all be fine.
John Cena's definitely not going to lose because a creepy show choir kid freaked him out. That's definitely not going to happen.
You know what? I could see Cena Cena gives off enough like big dope oaf energy that I could see like him just seeing like a minor folksy bad luck omen and that just throwing off his entire mojo. I could honestly see that. So you know what? That stands as a consistent character beat. I'll allow it.
Yeah, so we're skipping ahead to post Elimination Chamber, 2 weeks after Elimination Chamber. In fact, I believe this episode of Raw takes place in Chicago, which is significant because it's the first Chicago Raw post CM Punk walking out, and by now it has come out that CM Punk walked out of the company.
Gone. Oh, I'm sure Chicago's going to be on their best behavior.
They're well-mannered people, the Chicagoans.
Chicagoans who go to Chicago wrestling shows are famously famously well behaved if CM Punk is not in attendance.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check that, but I'm pretty confident that it is happening on. Yep, it's the Chicago show.
Man, 2014 Fed just keeps duding themselves in terms of location picking. They fucking do slammies in Washington for some reason. The entire audience hijacks for Hometown Boy, and then they do Chicago. To be fair, they probably had Chicago booked way before Punk walked out. But man, that's an unfortunate bit of timing. Let me tell you.
Yes, it is. All right, so let's cover what has been going on in the E.
Ooh.
Specifically, let's go what happened at Elimination Chamber 2014. So the main event of Elimination Chamber 2014 was, you could guess, an Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. For those of you who don't know what the rules of that match are, 6 men enter, 2 men start, and every 5 minutes a new competitor comes in, and it is an elimination match. So
absolutely.
The Randy Orton retained his title against Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Cesaro, Christian, and Sheamus.
Okay, as you do, that's a hell of a lineup.
Yeah, so Randy Orton is continuing down his path of being a whiny baby that never wants to fight and can't do anything without help, and the authorities kind of getting pissed at him about it.
It's just a weird angle to run with Randy Orton. That's so fucking weird they wrote him like that.
A little bit. In fact, on the road to Elimination Chamber, Randy Orton would proceed to lose to Daniel Bryan one-on-one, John Cena one-on-one, and even Cesaro one-on-one.
Bro.
Your unified world champion, everybody. Taking L's everywhere.
Outstanding. No, this is fine. It's totally fine when important people lose bullshit matches in the company. Don't think about it too hard.
But it's fine because kind of everybody else is fucking around. Christian and Sheamus, if they have a story, it's mostly been on SmackDown, so I haven't watched. Cesaro.
Sheamus is such a weird. That's such a weird like duo for putting together for anything.
That Christian and Sheamus, they are here to just fill out the roster of this match. Cesaro is kind of getting a huge singles spotlight right now. Right now, the Real Americans, their big arc for going to Elimination Chamber is like, they frame it as like Zeb Coulter's Miracle Night, where both members of the Real Americans were competing for singles championships. More on Jack Swagger later. And Cesaro, like in the lead up, he beat Randy Orton, as I mentioned, on SmackDown in a one-on-one match. And then he almost beat John Cena one-on-one on Raw.
Okay. Oh my.
They are clearly positioning him as a big deal.
If you beat Cena, like you beat Big Match John, brother.
Mm-hmm. And then he almost beats Mark Henry. Jack Swagger interferes and costs him the match. But we do get to see Cesaro lift up and hit his finishing move on Mark Henry, who is a big boy.
That's insane. legitimately, Cesaro's like fucking upper body strength is terrifying. I don't even want to know what that man can deadlift. Holy shit.
It's always been said this dude might be pound for pound strongest guy in the company.
I believe it. Have you seen if he's able to fucking swing Mark Henry, Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Well, he swung Kali too.
What the? At least Kali's like lanky, so it feels.
But that kind of makes it worse, is because he's so tall.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is fuck yeah, because he's got to hold him out. What the fuck? Why is Cesaro an absolute freak, man?
Absolute unit, Cesaro.
Absolutely. God damn.
John Cena, he is the Wyatts pop up in the Elimination Chamber to attack Cena that costs him the match.
Yes.
And Daniel Bryan is caught the match. He loses the match because Kane interferes. Basically, for Daniel Bryan, they clearly just graft the CM Punk arc they had on for Punk and just put it on Bryan.
Wait, fuck. Did Punk's exit implicitly help Bryan get his push to the top?
It absolutely did.
Really?
Because they were just going to run Punk versus Triple H at Mania if Punk stuck around. And Punk was like, not good enough. Fuck you. I'm leaving. And so, because Punk got eliminated from the Rumble by Kane. And so they were clearly going to continue that arc forward. And instead, Kane just starts fucking with Bryan.
What the fuck, man?
And so Kane interrupts and causes Bryan to lose the match. And so Randy Orton can retain. Sure. And then at the night after Elimination Chamber, Daniel Bryan directly confronts the Authority and is like, you have screwed me for the last time.
Kane
screwed me again.
Hell no, mean nothing to you.
Yes, apparently. He's like, I've had enough. You are going to give me a match at WrestleMania. And Triple H is like, Bryan, we talked about this, the B+ player thing. But, maybe we'll find a nice spot for you somewhere. And Daniel Bryan's like, no. What I want, Triple H, is you one-on-one at WrestleMania.
I do feel like that does track better a little bit than Punk versus Triple H at WrestleMania. I know they were running Punk versus Authority, but the real story is Daniel Bryan versus Authority. This does serendipitously work out, I think, better.
I think so.
Even minus the Daniel Bryan needing to be pushed to the top side of this. That actually does track really well for plot progression because of how Triple H is just abjectly shit on Daniel Bryan.
Yes, exactly.
For so much of the late last year and early of the current year.
So right now, Triple H has refused such a challenge, but we will see where that goes tonight. Now, Randy has just kind of started having run-ins with Batista. And so let's get to Batista here.
Yes.
Batista on Elimination Chamber had a very boring, shitty match with Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, ew. What? Why?
They basically fed Del Rio as a warm-up feud for Batista, a way to get him back in his groove.
Oh my God.
And if we learned anything, is that Batista in his best years wasn't exactly a technical wizard. He could hold his own for sure.
Yeah.
But he was never in ring all that spectacular.
Not really.
And his years transitioning into Hollywood has not helped him.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely got some of that ring rust going on, brother.
Yeah. So Batista has tried to kind of play a babyface to a crowd that boos this ever-loving fuck out of him.
And that's the thing. Aren't alignments kind of fucked? Batista's still a face despite the fact that people hate him right now.
Yeah, a little bit. But Alberto Del Rio basically is just like, I hate you, Batista, for coming in, taking off all this attention that could be to me.
Thank you, Del Rio.
And then Del Rio loses. eats
Good.
shit.
Base. Yeah.
But Batista, has confronted Randy Orton and is like, hey man, I remember you from your Evolution days, and you're a little bitch then and now. But we are getting hints of a heel turn here, because he's like, I respect this business and I respect these fans. When they cheer me, I cheer them back. And when they boo me, I boo them right back.
Yes. We are this close to Drax making a you people speech.
A little bit. But for now, they are still planning to main event a momentous anniversary year of WrestleMania, their 30th WrestleMania, with Randy Orton versus Batista.
Oh yes, we're at Mania XXX.
The triple X rated WrestleMania.
Yes, the joke that WWE will never let die is how many X's can we do, because haha porn.
Yep. So AJ Lee versus Cameron for the Divas Championship.
Fuck Cameron is.
The other Funkadactyl that isn't Naomi.
Oh, nifty.
And Tamina interferes and causes Cameron to win by DQ. Fantastic. AJ has only been the Divas champion for 8 goddamn months, the longest reigning Divas champion of all time, and she needed help to fight Cameron.
We gotta move that belt, Austin. It's been too stagnant for too long. We've played into what the internet smarks want, and now we're fucking tired of it. Fuck you.
Yep. The Wyatt family defeated the Shield in a fantastic 6-man tag that we have watched on this podcast as part of the Brody Lee tribute episode.
Yes, that was a sick fucking match, dude.
And basically the story going into it is the Shield continues to fracture. Dean Ambrose is both the one champion of this group and the only one who can't win matches.
That's still so wild to me. He has the belt and he doesn't do.
Dean Ambrose is absolutely an all-time worst United States champion. He held the belt for like 10 months. He rarely defended it, and he was the Shield pin eater as the Shield was coming apart.
Oh my god, why are all of the booking decisions the dumbest and the worst? Can't we have one good one, please?
So as the Shield are losing faith in each other, they are now coming under the attack of the Wyatts, who are more united than ever because they're a cult. And so in the match, they basically tell a really good story of not only beating the Shield at their own numbers game, but literally ending the match by kind of systemically taking out the Shield one by one. Yes. Dean Ambrose brawls out into the crowd with, I believe, Luke Harper, and only Luke Harper comes back. They powerbomb Seth Rollins through the announce table, Shield style. And then with Roman Reigns left alone, he puts up a good fight, but ultimately is defeated by Bray Wyatt.
That's so sick.
And then after Elimination Chamber, the Shield questions Dean Ambrose as to why he didn't come back to help them fight, as if it was a personal choice.
Dean Ambrose was like, I fucking died, excuse you.
I died, guys, I swear. And they're like, I don't know.
Seems sus. I saw Ambrose vent.
Yeah, Shield's not in a good spot. Speaking of tag teams not being in a good spot, the primetime players have officially broken up as Titus O'Neil turned on Darren Young for being a big loser.
Boo! They seemed like so much fun. What the fuck?
They were. And then Titus O'Neil fought Darren Young one-on-one and beat him.
Go fuck yourself. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that sucked. Then the New Age Outlaws, they are still the tag team champions, if I may remind you.
That's great.
Defeated the Usos at Elimination Chamber to retain the belts.
Okay.
But don't worry, the next night on Raw, they had a rematch and the Usos immediately squashed the Outlaws.
Oh.
They they start the mat. They cut the entrances. So we cut from commercial with both teams in the ring, and the Outlaws are like, "How about the bell rings?" And the Outlaws are like, "Okay, juniors, how about you respect your elders and let us do our pop?" And so Road Dogg starts doing the New Age Outlaws bit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly presents to you.
Yes.
Jay Uso, one of the Usos, super kicks Road Dogg to interrupt the speech. They throw Billy Gunn out of the ring, and then one of the Usos hits a splash on Road Dogg, and they win.
Oh man, that fucking bloodline squash domination getting started up early, huh? God damn.
Also of note during this series of weeks is that Betty White guest hosted an episode of Raw in Los Angeles, and the New Age Outlaws, as a prank bro, tried to poison her coffee with laxatives, but she does a switcheroo on him, and Billy Gunn drinks the poison tea.
Oh, I bet he needed to go poopy, brother.
Yeah, so when the Outlaws are on guest commentary for an Usos match, Billy Gunn spends the whole match holding his stomach and then runs up the ramp as if he shit his pants.
Billy Gunn goes on Twitter to be like, "I just shit my britches on Raw. Please retweet."
Yep, pretty much.
Also, they're still doing the guest host thing in 2014.
It was really just because they were in LA and and Betty White was down.
And they're like, Betty White, you know what'll draw in a
It is truly a shame. It is truly a shame that Betty White and Mae Young never interacted on screen.
Seriously, give me an alternate universe where we get a fucking like Betty White and Mae Young Hell in a Cell match.
Would have been something.
Showdown of the octogenarian queen. Betty White would be hitting some fucking power bombs on Mae Young.
Yeah,
Betty White would blade faster than John Moxley. She's
damn right. So then for the Intercontinental Championship, it was Big E versus Jack Swagger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Jack Swagger has been going through some tough times with Zeb Coulter and Cesaro. Basically, he's being a stupid fuck up, and Zeb Coulter keeps slapping him in the face because that's his motivational style.
That's wow, what a shock.
And then, of course, that means that in this match with Big E, he loses.
Naturally. Or do you mean to tell me, Austin, that there could very well be a statistical precedent for the fact that corporal punishment is actually not conducive to behavioral improvements? Do you mean to say?
Yes, a little bit. We also on one of these Raws, we get a fun conversation about what Big E Langston's name stands for.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about this.
Where JBL asks Michael Cole what the E stands for. Michael Cole is unable to answer this question. For the people at home, it stands for Etor because that is Big E's real name.
I don't understand how he wasn't able to do that. Like, are they riffing? Like, is JBL? Why would you ask that question?
Because JBL's a shit commentator.
I fucking hate him.
And so Michael Cole eventually, I assume Vince McMahon yelled the name in Michael Cole's headset.
Vince heard that question from JBL and he starts like flipping through his Rolodex like, ah shit, what's that guy's name again?
Fuck, what's the name?
Come on, baby, what's the name?
So we forgot his name. But anyway, Michael Cole is like, oh, it stands for Etor. And JBL, like a jackass, responds like this. He's like, what? What? Etor? Oh, Ezekiel? We have one of those already. Etor. And then JBL's like, you mean like the Winnie the Pooh character? No, Etor.
The best part is I can't tell if that's JBL intentionally being a fuck or JBL just being really, really stupid.
Either way, it's so awkward. Jerry Lawler just sits there and is like, I'll let you two dig your own holes.
Wait, Jerry Lawler's sitting in on this and he's the one with self-restraint?
Yes.
What is going on with you in 2014? How is the 2014 commentary team such a nightmare a nightmare trio that Jerry Lawler looks like the respectable one by comparison? What the fuck?
Yep.
I hate
that was the elimination. That was the elimination chamber. Let's cover some things that are relevant to talk about, but were not established on the pay-per-view. Rusev is making his debut on Raw.
It's Rusev Day, baby.
We are getting vignettes for Alexander Rusev. As set with Lana as his manager doing a Russian accent.
Oh, I'm sure that's just great.
Just talking up how great Rusev is.
Also, like, is she supposed to be Russian?
Yes, she is supposed to be Russian, even though Lana is not Russian. Not at all.
And nor is Rusev Russian.
Well, he's Bulgarian, and so they will play it off as he is a Russian sympathizer from Bulgaria.
What? Okay. Nope. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about it too hard.
I mean, all Slavic nations are basically the same, right?
Absolutely. Don't even think about it. Just like how American Island or Pacific Islanders are basically the same as Japanese. Anyway.
All right, we have got the debut of Emma, and I forgot how bad this was, actually.
Yeah.
So you might remember Emma from we had one appearance for her in her original version of NXT when we did the
Yes, I do remember that, and it did not work out for her.
Yeah, so we actually have already on this podcast done the aftermath of this debut, as eventually she would flame out on the main roster and then start going back to NXT playing a character who was bitter and mad about how her main roster debut went and trying to convince Bayley that being a wholesome, happy person is just setting you up for failure later.
That was such a good angle, dude. That was actually a really good angle.
It was. It wasn't necessarily the best pace from what we learned, but it was a really good idea.
But like, man, sure is fucking wild how NXT did a character really well, and then she went to main roster and everything was fucked, and then she came back to NXT and everything was immediately great again. Wonder what that says about NXT in comparison to the main shows in 2014.
It featured my favorite heel gimmick that CFO did for a couple of these characters, where when they turn heel, they get a dubstep remix of their theme. Like you get it happened with Emma and it happened with Alexa Bliss when she turned heel from being the sparkly cheerleader.
Every villain is dubstep.
Man, it was I love that. I love that.
That's actually really funny.
That was very fun. But yeah, so Emma's character, for people who don't know, basically her gimmick was like happy, fun girl. It's hard. Basically, she would come out and she would like do weird like hand motions that counted as dancing, and she'd pop bubbles.
Yeah, she was like kind of proto Bayley in a way.
A little bit. And it's like, okay, here's the thing. There was a lot of discussion on the internet in the OG interpretation of NXT about, is NXT preparing these people for the main roster? And one element of that was in their gimmick. People bring this criticism to Bayley a lot, that her character was untenable with the main roster because and I disagree with that fully. I think they fail. I think they just failed to kind of capitalize on that character.
Yep.
Emma, though, I get it, because here's the thing: is again, her gimmick is very silly, and it's kind of weird the first time you come through it. But like NXT, their audience it's one audience. Every episode they film at Full Sail University in Orlando. Mm-hmm. And it's the same regular group of several hundred people who are at these shows. And there is a lot there's a lot toxic and bad about the Full Sail audience. They're a little bit up their own asses. I've never heard another wrestling audience chant "We are awesome" before. However, it was also an audience of people who were following these performers as they were learning and growing as characters, and also really wanted NXT to succeed. Like, it was kind of almost spoken like as a form of derision that basically anything could get over with the NXT crowd. They would at least play along with it ironically. And so, like, in that small scale environment with an audience of people that know Emma and want her to succeed, they were happy to play in with the joke.
Yeah.
Like, they were unironically doing this goofy arm dances.
Because
and they were
it was kind of like the culture, and it was easy to buy into.
Yeah, main roster, you're in a touring arena in front of thousands of fans in a different city every week.
And who are a much more mainstream, much less internet smart crowd than.
That's less, they're like, and in front of them, the gimmick just died. It didn't help that they kind of immediately positioned her as like Santino's girlfriend. Like, they basically have Santino pick her out of the crowd in kind of a cute callback to Santino's debut of being just a guy picked from the crowd. And she has a dance off with Summer Rae, and she has up to this point just been like the female member of a feud between Santino and Fandango.
Fun. That's okay, sure.
Yeah, she's eventually going to get a pink cobra to go along with Santino's.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be just fine. I'm sure that'll okay, sure.
Yeah, so basically this gimmick doesn't work in front of the main roster audience. So that's disappointing.
Yes.
Speaking of disappointing, Hulk Hogan has returned to the WWE, brother.
Oh God, yeah. After spending a few decades being in anyone but the Fed guy, all the other options are gone, and this is the only way to preserve his legacy, dude.
He has come back to brother. He is the host of WrestleMania 30, dude.
Oh boy, I love it when they let Hulk Hogan host WrestleMania.
I will give them this. At least the sex tape hasn't leaked yet.
Okay, that does help.
That was mid 2015 when that happened, and they dropped him like a rock.
Well, no, because they fucking brought him back for 38. He was
they brought him back eventually, but they did in fact drop him.
They could reignite nostalgia bait Hulkamania again without much controversy.
Yes, but they did drop him temporarily. When they did, there was a period of time where Ultimate Warrior was a wholesome, beloved figure and Hulk Hogan was persona non grata. And like, I would like to remind everybody that the Ultimate Warrior in his later years became a right-wing, what's the word? He would go around and do like speeches on college campuses.
Talking heads, speaker, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he gives speeches, right-wing speeches on campuses. Most famously was his one at the University of Connecticut, where he said something to the remark of the illegitimacy of homosexuals, and somebody remarked, "What makes them? Why are they not legitimate?" To which he proceeded to respond, "Because queering doesn't make the world work."
Whoa! Oh boy, that's a top-notch fucking. That's a top-notch quote from our boy Warrior there. Holy shit!
He also said things to the effect of, and thankfully, of course, his widow has scrubbed so much of this off the internet. But back when he had a blog in the 2000s, he said such lovely things as implying that the victims of Hurricane Katrina deserved it. Coming extremely close to saying that Bobby Heenan deserved to have throat cancer.
What the fuck?
And bitching that Martin Luther King had his own holiday, but George Washington didn't.
What?
These are only some of the beautiful highlights that, again, Dana Warrior has very clearly attempted to scrub off the internet and in an A&E documentary did a lot to carry the water to try to defend Ultimate Warrior for these takes. She basically said that, after his career was over, he got depressed and got hooked on daytime Fox News television.
Oof. He started watching Tucker Carlson, man. And the Great Replacement Theory made him go like this, brother.
Speak to me, my warriors, about the Great Replacement.
Outstanding. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, what a great guy.
I speak to you, warriors, about the woke mob.
I speak to you about cancel culture. Listen to me speak about how I've been canceled, my warriors.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So yes, all that to say, very funny that at one point he was the wholesome for the kids guy over here, whereas Hulk Hogan, we can't talk about him. Which, though, I'm not trying to imply Hulk Hogan was better. He was just less frequently a shitty person. The sex tape was really bad. It was really bad.
That was awful.
He was like, everyone's a little bit racist. Fucking N-word.
Yes. Yeah,
he uses the N-word a very large number of times to describe how he doesn't want his daughter to date any black men unless they're like 7 foot tall millionaire basketball players.
Yeah, Austin, he's progressive. He's fine. He's fine with miscegenation as long as it provides good athletic genes, brother.
And again, this was like his pillow talk post-sex tape where he fucked his good friend Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
The levels of moronic. Hulk Hogan, why did you think any of this was a good idea?
I didn't think anyone was recording, brother. That's the lesson to take away from this dude. You got to be careful what you say. Anyone could be recording your words at any time, dude.
See, here's the thing. I assumed he was the one that initiated the recording.
I mean, of the sex tape, yes. He might have just forgot to turn the recorder off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but why the fuck would you make a sex tape? Why would you create videographic evidence of you cheating on your good friend? You letting your fucking good friend's wife cheat on him with you, and then fucking being racist afterward. Why? Why would
listen, brother? We're gonna talk. Listen, brother. I can't talk about this right now. I'll go on Bubba the Love Sponge's radio show and I'll give you all the deets, dude.
It's very necessary for the playback value, brother, that we include all of the experience.
Yeah. So great. But none of that's happened yet. Hulk Hogan is now just the yay. Hogan is back. Isn't that so exciting?
I'm so happy. Yay.
Yeah, so tonight we were going to be watching the March 3rd, 2014 episode of Monday Night Raw. We are now on the road to WrestleMania. The next few episodes of this arc are going to be a lot more like following the week-to-week storytelling instead of hitting bits months between each other.
Yes.
But yeah, that is it. That's what we're going to watch tonight. And if you'd like to watch along with us, you can do so on Peacock. That is WWE's streaming service part where they have all their streaming content these days. Rip in peace, the network. Oh, I forgot to mention, we missed the entirety of the network. Oh, I can't wait. There is one thing that I hope we get to see on these episodes about the network. I'm so ready. I don't want to spoil it yet because I want your honest reaction to the first time you ever hear them pitch the hawk the network like this. But we're in that era now. The network debuted on February 24th. I remember getting it signing up for it as soon as it came out and checking it out in my dorm room. Checking out all the content they had on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like every
they did.
pay-per-view
As much
ever.
as they only had fucking 10 episodes of Raw, they did have all of those goddamn pay-per-views.
They had every pay-per-view ever, and they had a bunch of original series that they were like filming for and tried to do content for. But they only had 10 episodes of Raw. Hope you like 1993.
That yeah, man, I love that good vintage 1993.
Yeah. But anyway, since then they've made $1 billion letting NBC Universal have all their shit added to their streaming service. So Peacock, there you go.
Absolutely.
You can find every episode of Monday Night Raw there now, including the one that we will be back in the back half to discuss.
Woohoo!
And we are back. We have finished the March 3rd, 2014 episode of Monday Night Raw.
Man, it's funny. I actually kind of quite liked that episode, all things considered. But also, oh man, it still got fucking weird at certain points.
The worst parts were pretty rough, but there was a lot of fun stuff here.
Yeah, and this one's gonna be a fun one to talk about, I think, because well, you'll see. For those who are not watching on YouTube, you can't see our very descriptive title banner that tells you everything you need to know about this episode.
Yeah, so we cut to the arena and immediately CM Punk chants have started. It's already happened.
We're past the point of no return, Austin. Once we're in Chicago.
Oh
boy.
CM Punk chants have been piping up in the last few weeks because it started to come out like CM Punk is gone. But we're in Chicago.
Oh man, I said this in the front half, but I'm still not over the timing. The timing could not have been more horrible, and that is very funny.
Yep. I also made a note, the Shield versus the Wyatts is the new golden goose of the WWE, as they are determined to run this match as often as possible.
Oh, have they done that?
This is already the second rematch from the pay-per-view that was 8 days ago.
Oh my god. We'll talk about it when we get there, but I can't blame them. I thought this was a pretty hot match. I thought that was a sick match. We'll talk about it when we get there, but I actually did kind of like it. So credit where credit is due. If you're gonna pick a golden goose, might as well be that one.
And so we talked about how this would be the last time that we would hear Cult of Personality on a mainstream wrestling show. And we had no idea it would be the last time and yada, yada, yada. But that's not quite true. As this show opens with, look in my eyes, what do you see?
Oh, no. The crowd went nuclear for Cult of Personality. Oh, jeez.
They did the thing.
Yeah,
somebody comes out to Cult of Personality for heel heat.
Before we get into that, one thing I do want to point out, because man, this crowd all night, this crowd was on its A game, honestly, and I mean that in both the best and the worst ways. On the good side of things, when they were doing the announcing of some of the pre-announced segments before the episode really started up, they said and we got Daniel Bryan versus Batista in the main event, and the precision switch in the crowd between cheering for the Daniel Bryan graphic and booing the Batista graphic, it was instantaneous, Austin. Within a millisecond, the cheers cut and the boos flowed. Okay, that was this crowd was on another plane of existence this evening.
They were operating in tandem. All night.
Full capacity, full they were at their highest power level. It was over 9,000. It was horrifying.
So,
but yes,
it is not.
What does the Fed do? Lean in.
CM Punk is not here, but Paul Heyman is.
Something immediate boos when Heyman shows up.
Something I managed to not remember to bring up in the front half is last week, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out to bitch about how that Brock is not in the WWE Championship match at Mania, and instead the Authority gave him a pity prize of an open contract against anyone you want except the champion. and
Based.
and they're like, fuck this. This is stupid. Fuck you. And then out comes the Undertaker to sign the contract, and he does so. And he does so by stabbing the pen through Lesnar's hand and signing it with the bloodied pen.
Good, correct, base. Yeah, I went on a whole journey with that section of the narrative. We'll get there. I did not know that was set when I started this segment, and oh my god.
Yes, it has been.
This segment, okay, so Heyman walks out to immediate boos because for some reason, creative on this episode thought it was a good idea to fondle Chicago's balls like this.
I don't know. I think they maybe were hoping if they could curtail it if they comment on it. No.
No. It might have. I mean, I can't tell if it pacified them at all or only made them more rabid. Who's to say? But also, one more note on the precision switch of this audience. Shout out to the guy who goes from like booing Heyman's entrance to immediately celebrating that he made it on the TV screen.
Good going, guy.
Like, he's going hard, and then he's like, boo. Hey! Again, just immediate switch. These guys were on their best.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Heyman, you're out here trying to do damage control, but you're just gonna stoke the fire. Oh no! Oh god, he can't hear.
Heyman gets in the ring, he gets the mic, and he's like,
and he does the fucking Punk cross-legged sit pose. He's an old man.
Well, first he's like, I believe he deserves louder than that.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's him fucking stoking the flames. He's like leaning the mic around the ring to
doing the thing. He's like, yeah, and then
he's like, more.
He sits cross-legged like Punk does.
Except he's an old man, so he can't actually cross his legs, just one leg over another.
And this feels like the best of Paul Heyman doing a guy is leaving ECW promo.
Yeah, I have to say, he kind of started up, and I will say when it started, it actually was kind of working, and I had to sit here like, wait, is Paul Heyman actually cooking right now?
Yeah, because in ECW, obviously a lot of guys left to go get paid. And so a lot of guys would leave, and he would like always cut promos on them. Admittedly, usually to like shit talk them. Usually he would be like, fuck this guy. He doesn't care about you people here in the ECW. Like he's there to stoke the flames.
A smarmy bastard.
Mm-hmm. But he is used to doing promos where he has to talk about, a guy who doesn't work here anymore. And he's like, I came here tonight to tell the story of a Paul Heyman guy.
Hey.
A Paul Heyman guy that was never truly wanted in WWE. A Paul Heyman guy that they thought was too small to main event WrestleMania. A Paul Heyman guy that didn't have the right corporate look. A Paul Heyman guy that had too many tattoos.
Yes, I'm sure that was the exception that the Fed took to Punk. It was he had too many fucking tattoos.
A Paul Heyman guy that would rebel against the authority, the first family that they didn't want him. They didn't want him in the WWE from day one, and they don't want him in WWE now.
Not to nitpick, but if they didn't want him from day one, why the fuck did they sign him, Paul?
Because Heyman vouched for Punk.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's
Heyman was a huge facilitator in Punk getting any opportunities at all in WWE.
Wait, like for shoot?
Yeah, like he pushed to get Punk in WWE, and then when they had Punk fucking around in OVW, Heyman was the one who's like, get this guy on the main roster, get him an ECW, let him have opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's actually kind of cool then. I didn't realize that Punk IRL was actually a Paul Heyman guy.
Oh, yes. He is the Paul Heyman guy, IRL.
Oh, my God. That's actually kind of sweet then. Okay, well, then Cinema Sins ding rescinded.
Yeah, and then, a Paul Heyman guy that had the balls to say what nobody else had the balls to say. that was
Absolutely.
born in, raised in, and still lives in Chicago.
Yeah, we get another crowd shot, and it was at this point I saw a CM Punk or We Riot sign. And you know what? Fucking bet. Do it.
Oh, I got a hell of a Punk sign that I saw like in the main event or
Oh,
near
yeah?
to it. All right, but Paul Heyman says that this is his pipe bomb about CM Punk, who is not here this evening. And then this is where Heyman. This is where Heyman flips a switch and reminds everyone that he's a heel.
Rails. Yeah.
Because he's like, here's the biggest part of my pipe bomb.
Okay, you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means, Paul.
Heyman is like, no one is more disappointed than me to not see Punk here tonight. And if he were here, he would be doing what he always did, proving his detractors wrong. So what happened? Why won't anyone talk about CM Punk anymore?
I want to point out that it was at this point I like wrote it. This is where I really hit the stride of like, you know what? Fine. Leave it to Heyman's smarmy ass silver tongue to actually successfully pacify a rabid Chicago crowd. This might actually work.
And then he says there is a finger to point to blame for this, and he blames each and every single one of you.
Yeah, he like teases gonna be like him shitting on the McMahons or whatever, and then he fucking turns it into a goddamn you people speech. What in the fuck?
Yeah. Heyman, this is such a fantastic line from Paul Heyman. This is why I've always found it easier in life to lie. People accept lies so much easier.
Is that oh shit, I missed that line from him.
It's before he explains like why it's you people. He's
okay.
Talking about how this is the hard truth that you people don't
yes. Yeah, no. He's like, this is all your fucking fault, you worthless ingrates.
He kayfabes this, where he's like, Punk under me became the longest reigning champion of 25 years, but then you took him away from me. How far did that get you? How far did that get Punk? And Paul doesn't just blame the fans then, he also blames The Undertaker. We got to tie this into Brock Lesnar.
Who is currently face, so that also gets boos.
Yeah, because the downward spiral for Punk began when he failed to beat The Undertaker, and Heyman wants revenge.
And he stopped being a Paul Heyman guy specifically after that.
Yeah, he did actually, because after that Mania, he takes a few months off, and then he starts breaking away from Paul Heyman.
He turns face again. So Heyman brings up the brilliant line of, you didn't take CM Punk away from me. You didn't just take CM Punk away from me. You took CM Punk away from yourself, which, I'm sure that'll get this crowd to really like chill out. Thank you, Heyman. And then he, for some reason, thinks it's a good idea to call out Taker on an open mic, and music hits, and I expect it to be Taker's, but no, actually, we are here to say that that is why he's seeking revenge on Undertaker. That is why he's bringing out the one man who can destroy the Taker, and in fact destroy the legendary streak. And it was funny because I was watching this with Kyle, and I'm like, of course, who else? And Kyle's like, wait, who? I actually don't know who this would be. And I'm like, and so I'm just like, as he says that, I'm like, shut up. And of course, with perfect timing. Wait for it. Rock!
And then dun.
Yeah, this is the point where I didn't realize that the streak breaking was already set in motion, because I was like, wait, this is how the fuck we transitioned into Brock ending the streak? What the shit? I will say, it is fucking seamless, and it's insane how well Heyman's able to make absolute bull feathers like this work on mic. And then I found out, the contract was already signed. So all this hoopla from Heyman ends up slightly confusing as not an announcement, but like, sure,
But
he's
he's
still got
very good.
crowd.
He was very good at transitioning the CM Punk eulogy into Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
Lesnar, yeah. We get a clip to what you described of the contract signing last week. And yeah, Taker stabs the pen into Brock's hand and signs the contract in Brock's blood. I will say we get a clip of then Taker choke slamming Brock through the table, of course, because contract signings, as you do, standard fare. But we then go into his taunts, and man, old man Taker when he's hitting those taunts, man, just looks like he's working through some major BM when he does that shit.
Buzz cut Taker was a weird time.
Yeah, because I feel like he clearly still wants to be doing the biker gimmick at this point, but corporate was like, no.
That's not what sells, man.
Zombie again. Yeah, you need to be. So they have him in his goddamn Shang Tsung ass robe or whatever. Sure is weird, and he's still got the UFC gloves, baby.
Yeah, best pure striker in the game, The Undertaker.
Absolutely.
And then Brock takes the mic.
Over, of course,
terrified.
What the CM Punk chants.
The CM Punk chants are here
roaring.
Again.
Yeah, still roaring through this entire segment because, of course, poor early 2014 WWE cannot catch a break with fans absolutely revolting on live TV.
No, they can't. But Brock is like, unlike some people, I don't make claims I can't back up. I believe in my heart that The Undertaker is scared of me. And Brock mentions other men who have tried to conquer the streak. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk.
Even your beloved CM Punk. Again, please stop fanning the flames. They're already up to 11.
And then he goes, failures! At WrestleMania, the streak is going to get conquered by me, Brock Lesnar.
Okay, so I think this was the first time I've really heard Brock Lesnar speak.
Yeah, he doesn't talk very often.
We got a clip of it last week, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah,
if he did.
Brock isn't super comfortable talking. That's why he always has Heyman.
Well, man, I see what you say now about how weirdly high his voice is for that body.
Yes,
you expect him to be down here.
No, he's up here.
No, he's up here, and he's clearly I feel like he's trying to mask some sort of country accent while he talks.
Oh, he definitely is. He sounds a lot more hick now.
Yeah,
when he's babyface Brock in the future.
Back in. Also, what really got me was he tries to say his name in the way that Heyman says it, and his fucking voice cracks. Oh yeah, that's real intimidating. Your big, I'm gonna kick the Undertaker's ass promos going. If my name isn't Brock Lesnar.
I will say the best voice crack, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this because there's no way I'm 99% sure this didn't happen during this feud. But when he reruns the feud with the Undertaker, because Undertaker fights Lesnar in 2015 is revenge, as revenge for breaking the streak. And Lesnar goes to Undertaker, and at one point he goes, Undertaker, you're here and I'm here, so let's do this.
Yes. Oh my god, I feel so vindicated and just shitting on Brock Lesnar all the time, man. That feels good.
Big time meme of let's do this.
Said with the same cadence as the Bees card from Cards Against Humanity.
Yes, exactly. So Lesnar and Heyman are heading back up the ramp, and out comes Mark Henry.
Sexual chocolate is here to give Lesnar some shit. Absolutely based.
And
I will say, fucking Lesnar comes at Henry, does a leaping strike on him, and Mark Henry fucking no-sells it. Absolutely based.
Fantastic. And then Lesnar keeps hitting him, and then he throws him into the stairs, and he picks him up. He picks up the stairs and hits Mark Henry in the head, and then he tears up the announce table. F5.
Okay, no. So here's what happens. So he picks up the ring steps, or he picks up the top half of the ring steps, yeets it into the ring for some reason. I thought he was setting up for something. He was not. And then he goes to the announce table. He grabs the logo sign off the announce table, also tries to yeet it into the ring and completely whiffs it. And then he starts just dismantling the entire announce table and just yeeting all of its parts into the ring again for some reason. And then he fucking power bombs Mark Henry through the now broken down announce table. Man, it was nice while it lasted.
There's one of the bigger kayfabe breaking things in wrestling is how when everyone does announce table spots, they so politely get rid of all of the equipment and things on the table that might hurt somebody if you were to put them through it.
I will say, I don't think I've ever seen a dismantling of the announce table this thorough. This was the most...
they tear up the monitors and the laptops, and they throw out everything that actually might hurt you.
Yeah, I don't know what's more RIP here, Mark Henry or this fucking announce table. Actually, no, I know who the most RIP goes to, and that's whoever has to clean this fucking mess up. Imagine being janitorial staff watching this backstage and going,
they did it again.
God fucking this guy.
But yeah, so Lesnar
and the CM Punk's chants still ringing through the arena.
I didn't even note them all night anymore because it's
I noted quite a few of them. I will be your resident.
Whenever the crowd was even remotely bored, CM Punk.
Yeah. So I don't know why the fuck they put Mark Henry out. Did he and Lesnar have a thing?
Well, yeah, because I mentioned last time that Lesnar had broke Henry's arm. And that's what caused Henry caused Big Show to try to attack Lesnar. So now Mark Henry's like, I'm back for revenge. And Lesnar's like, no, you're not.
He's just here to power up Lesnar. Cool. But our first actual match of the evening, we got Usos versus New Age Outlaws.
Yes, I was mistaken. I thought the Usos won the tag belts last week. No,
they did not.
They're winning it this week.
They're winning it this week. Yeah, nice little transitional championship for the Outlaws, as you do.
Yeah.
Also, we see that a selling point for buying the network is watching the 2014 Hall of Fame live.
That was actually a pretty big deal, actually, because before that, you had to rely on they would air an NBC, a USA Network cut of the Hall of Fame ceremony that would be a couple out, an hour or two long. Okay. The 2014 ceremony was the first time that you could watch the entire Hall of Fame ceremony.
Okay, that's actually kind of
cool. At once. And also something cool they did is on the network, they actually uploaded full versions of all of the old WWE Hall of Fame ceremonies.
Wait, that's actually sick.
Yeah. Never before could you watch the full versions of those ceremonies.
That's actually, I wouldn't imagine they would have saved that footage. That's actually awesome.
No, they did. It's really cool.
Snark rescinded once again. That's actually
sick. WWE has never gotten rid of any footage they have, as far as we're aware. They apparently just have. They apparently just have a warehouse or some video. They have some database. Right? Yeah.
Damn. And all the cases, Vince is a goddamn dumbass. That's actually really smart.
Yeah, it's and as far as I'm aware, in NXT or whatever, wrestlers can just kind of request any match footage that WWE happens to own. To watch. It's like the Library of Congress, but for wrestling.
That's actually sick. I can't hate that.
There are a few exceptions. Cool. One of them is you're not allowed to ask for Over the Edge 99. That is the show where Owen Hart falls and dies. Okay. You're not allowed to. WWE has the footage of the fall, but they have never really. It is in the vault. It is staying in the vault,
locked in that Disney vault.
Yeah, there are a few others, but I can't remember them off the top of my head right now. But it's pretty rare. Almost everything WWE owns and has footage
they probably
of.
have the Benoit tribute show blocked off.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they 100%. The Benoit tribute show is 100% also locked deep in the vault. It's never coming out.
Oof, ow, owie. I wonder if they have any like Jimmy Snooker related shit like locked in there too. I don't know.
I don't think they have anything that's like you can't see it ever.
That's fair. All right. Well, that's kind of wild. But yeah. So we go to the tag match. I actually, speaking of things that are actually surprisingly sick, the fucking like CGI like visual to announce that this is a match for the tag belt. It was actually kind of fucking cool. Like they had like, you know, because the WWE tag belt design has the like Spartan helmets on them, which I actually sidebar, I actually quite
I honestly love the penny belts. Like I also prefer them to the way they do it now, which is the same design, but it's red and silver and blue and silver. I prefer like the penny. I like the penny color, the brown penny coloring of the belts. Especially with the Spartan things in the middle, like
I think feels like it fits. Silver. I think I prefer the silver, but like either way, I really like that overall design, and so them kind of playing it up on a match visual that was actually really sick. I actually like that. We cut to the announce team who's just fucking sitting at the decimated table. That shit ain't.
Yeah, they get a new table eventually, but otherwise they gotta sit there and they gotta stare at their monitors on the floor. I don't know if it's ever really registered with you, but like now wrestling TV announcers aren't watching the ring. They are watching the TV monitors in front of them.
Oh yeah,
because that's the TV feed that the fans, that anyone watching from home would also be watching.
Yep. Yeah. That one I actually did know. For a second, I thought you were saying they weren't watching the ring on their monitors. So I'm just like, what the fuck? They just like
It's like even though they are right there, they are not watching what is in front of them.
Well, honestly, what helped me understand that better was like the AEW announced setup, because they are like kind of removed from the ring. So like them watching on the monitor, I was like, oh, it makes sense they have monitors there, so that kind of helped click with me. So fucking New Age Outlaws comes out first, and Jesse James, of course, is on the mic, as he is wont to do. Jesse James calls Chicago a rambunctious gaggle, which I'm pretty sure is a type of benign tumor, but okay. And then he goes, actually, Chicago, you don't deserve to hear my catchphrase. Fuck you.
Big heel road dog Jesse James being like, I'm not hitting my line.
This is how you know the New Age Outlaws are heels, because they're not doing their super over catchphrases to you.
Yep.
So Jesse James is like, you're not getting our usual pops, and the Usos are like, okay, we're just gonna do ours.
Oh,
I actually really like the OG.
We say oos, y'all say oh, oos, oh.
I actually really like the OG kind of like Uso entrance. Like,
oh yeah, the
knowing
Samoan
that they're
tribal dance.
Yeah, knowing that they're actually Samoan, like, actually makes it enjoyable, knowing it's authentic. And it's satisfying to watch. And the I say oos, you say oh thing, of course, is, you know, over as hell. And so they get in the ring, and they're starting off in the match. Over on commentary, Cole lies right to our faces by backing up Heyman in his claim that his promo was a pipe bomb, which again, no.
As we saw in 2011, after the actual pipe bomb happened, WWE was suddenly obsessed with calling stuff a pipe bomb.
Yeah, it's the fucking butterfly meme. Is this a pipe bomb? Literally any promo.
Any promo by CM Punk. Is this a pipe bomb?
Well, now I guess it transfers to Paul Heyman. Yeah, pipe bomb. The now most meaningless phrase in all of wrestling, because it got so overused. Michael Cole then proceeds to ask JBL if he thinks this is a must-win match for the Usos, and JBL's just like, yes, because they're trying to win the titles. Cole, what are you talking about?
Why do you ask these dumb questions like that?
I was like, what the fuck did you just say, Cole?
Yeah, this tag team championship match is kind of a must win for the Usos, for the tag belts.
Their first tag championship. Do you think it's important, maybe? But seriously, man, the Usos are fucking over in 2014. Audience was going nuts for them.
Mm-hmm. They were a really fun tag team, babyface tag team.
Yeah, and now.
Well, we're a couple years away from their transition to being like more of their like truer self, like when they get the down day one-ish gimmick and they start kind of wearing their normal clothes and not just wearing like the tribal. They get rid of the tribal paint stuff and they change their theme. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, I can get down with like modern Usos too, but I'm more down with like the tribal twins gimmick than I thought I would be. That I'm here for it. It doesn't feel like overplayed or corny or insensitive or whatever. It's actually kind of
nice. Yeah, it
does. Usos are fucking over, and this tag team, this match is going off. A lot of it is like that. We spent a lot of the front half of this match with Jay and Jesse James being legal men with
Jay. We're building to the Jimmy hot tag. Jay
and
is
Billy Gunn just brawling on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Then,
what else.
I didn't have any notes of what the Outlaws did until Jimmy made the hot tag. So.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That same here. It was like a double hot tag. Because, like, it was a double hot tag for both Jimmy and Billy Gunn. So they both go in. And I'm glad that Michael Cole continues to show that he's not always great at telling people apart, because he calls Jimmy Jay at first, and I was like, and then he corrects himself, and I was like, okay, good. I'm not the only one who's confused.
Yeah. I know that, like, they wear their face paint on different halves
on
of their
opposite sides.
But I never remember which is which.
See, I did realize, like, they probably partly did that for commentary's sake, like telling commentary which one is on the side of the face so they can keep better.
Possibly.
That might have been, but like fucking a lot of this match, the Usos, it just kind of feels like they spent a lot of this match like just systematically slaughtering the out.
No, like it feels like a culmination of these like last few weeks of TV of like they keep getting the upper hand on these old dudes, and then when they're in control here, they just hit all their moves on the old dudes.
It's insane. Yeah, we're watching a couple old men be murdered right before our eyes. I will say, it does feel quite wrong in the year of our Lord 2023 to be rooting against Billy Gunn and for the Usos in a tag title context. That does feel slightly dirty, but it's 2014. It was a different time.
Daddy Ass hasn't learned how to scissor yet, so
he hasn't learned how to scissor yet, and the Usos haven't joined
the blood. They haven't acknowledged any tribal.
They haven't acknowledged any tribal chiefs. The nexus points have yet to be hit, Austin. The fucking wait, was that Jay? Because
Jimmy does the tag. Jimmy, like the end of the match.
That
like
was Jimmy. Okay.
Jimmy
I wrote
does
the wrong one of my notes again.
Jimmy does like the cool suicide tag dive to Jay.
Jimmy tags Jay in while diving to the outside to yeet Jesse James.
And then Jay hits the top rope splash for the win, and it is the Usos' first ever tag team championships together.
Yeah, Jay knocks out Daddy Ass. I mean Billy Gunn with the mic drop. I mean Frog Splash. To get the dub, and that was feel good moment. Commentary says they wonder what Daddy Rikishi's reaction is back home, and I don't know if I love or hate commentary calling him Daddy Rikishi, but okay.
Big fat ass Daddy Rikishi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That just makes it better, Austin. That doesn't make me intensely more uncomfortable. Not in the slightest.
Of course not. Speaking of intensely uncomfortable, the things to learn, Aaron Paul is a guest on this episode.
Yeah. Why is that uncomfortable?
I was just trying to segue. It didn't really work. But I was just like,
I was gonna say, wait, did Aaron Paul get canceled and did I miss it? Oh no.
no. But he is hyping the Need for Speed movie, so you know.
Well, that is a bit of a yike. Yeah, Aaron Paul, who's still in the middle of a successful fucking run with Breaking Bad, and has also just started up in a wonderful new Netflix show, BoJack Horseman. Don't know if you've heard of it, which criminally gets no mention by commentary. I guess they didn't want to like. I guess
I got a comment about that. I got a comment about that later when Aaron Paul actually shows up.
See, I don't think they wanted to get. I don't think Vince wanted to give any credence to any competing streaming services.
I suppose not. But
Aaron Paul's gonna be here. Neat.
Yeah, next match, Big E versus Cesaro.
Yes.
This is a sprint of a match, and I get why, but cool shit happens here. Within 30 seconds, they do the bit of like run the ropes, duck under the guy in the ropes. Oh, now you jump over the guy in the ropes.
Absolutely.
Big E tries to do the leapfrog jump over Cesaro, and Cesaro just grabs him midair.
Freak of fucking nature, dude. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Cesaro's just a deeply insane monster. He must be stopped. Of course, Swagger tries to interfere on the outside, and E says no to Swagger's shenanigans. And then very quickly, I think
Cesaro gets him in and does the swing on E.
The spin, does the swing. He throws him. E's looking to get up, but then Jack Swagger says no to E's no to his shenanigans, and
Swagger just runs in and hits the Swagger bomb.
Yes, and gets the fucking mask thrown out. Cesaro looks very unhappy by this, saying no to Swagger's no, to Big E's no, to Swagger's shenanigans, as you do.
I made the note, the Real Americans argue after Swagger was a complete and total dumbass.
Seriously, that was the dumbest shit. Why and of course, to add insult to injury, Big E hits Cesaro with the big ending finisher, Waka Waka.
Yep.
So
oof,
this is not a
owie.
One could say this match did not go the way Cesaro wanted it to.
No. Next up, we get the Shield versus the Wyatt family.
I had a wild amount of notes on this one.
I did. I took a ton of notes on this.
Yeah.
My first being, what the fuck does Larry Horse wants ice cream mean?
It was a
sign. It was a sign. Yeah. It was a sign in the corner where the Shield enters from.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't see the name. I just saw this wants ice cream, and I was like, I assumed it was a Punk reference. I assumed they were doing the ice cream bar meme. That's and the guy's name is probably Larry Horace, who's holding the sign. So you know what, Larry? I hope
possibly.
Sorry, they weren't CM Punk themed. Man, okay. So, Shield makes their entrance, and I marked down, do Reigns and Rollins just dunk their heads in buckets of water before coming out? Because
I think so.
Their hair is so wet.
Their hair is aggressively wet.
They both, aggressive is a good term for it, because Rollins and Reigns both like make entrance taunts out of like whipping their hair and like yeeting water. Like you're in the fucking splash zone if you're in the first row. And then but then I look at Ambrose, even his tiny ass head of hair is drenched. I think these guys just dunk their heads in like buckets of water before their entrance, because why? And then of course God, the Wyatts are so fucking cool, man. It's also really sick. I probably noted this before. It's really sick how they don't do the exact same "We're Here" video for every like.
Yeah, he started doing the name of city. We're here.
Yeah, and in whatever shirt he was wearing. Yeah, Chicago. We're here. Yeah, that was sick. They make their entrance as you do. I forget what the context of this was, but I think maybe commentary was just talking about no. Oh, they were saying like they were talking about like the previous matches between Shield and Wyatt, and how in the last one like Ambrose made sort of the last minute save on things. And then Lawler comments that jumping in the ring and causing a DQ like that is quote unquote pulling a Jack Swagger, which feels wrong.
Eat
If
shit,
there's
Jack.
Yeah, the only thing that should be termed as a Jack Swagger, I guess a Jake Hader is. I think if we're gonna name anything after him, the term should be about building an entire personality around a very specific hat. That is pulling a Jack Swagger, or I
He
guess
really likes his
Jake
hat.
Hager. I like this hat. But also Cole tells us, because man, 2014. WWE really wants you to interact on Twitter. He tells you to use hashtag rematch to talk about this match, which feels generic.
That's a little generic to get there.
A little presumptuous. That's the only hashtag rematch. The only context that it might be.
I got a great comment about Twitter engagement later.
And then, oh boy, speaking of commentary, Jerry Lawler pipes in as the match starts up with, "We knew this was going to be a dog-eat-dog match. The Wyatts are wearing milk bone underwear." I had to rewind that twice to be certain of what the fuck he said. Remember in the first half when I said that, in 2014, Lawler actually looks restrained and intellectual compared to Cole and JBL? I never said it was a high bar.
I missed that one, but I got a couple Jerry Lawler quotes.
Oh god,
in this episode.
A couple more from him later on.
The match they first start fighting before we even get to the bell rings.
Yes, of course, as you do.
Rollins starts off going crazy.
Dude, Rollins is insane in this match. Holy shit.
Like, he is the super athlete of the Shield.
He's flippity do spot festorino all over.
He absolutely is. He does 3 consecutive suicide dives onto each member of the Wyatts from different corners of the ring.
Flip incorporated. This my man said, actually, I'm the MVP of this group, and I'm gonna prove it tonight.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm also gonna throw in MVP on the Wyatt side. Fucking Luke Harper. Of course it's Luke Harper. Luke Harper is fucking awesome, and we get blessed. You know what? Adding to my enjoyment of the match, we get fucking the matchup of Rollins versus Harper in this match.
The workhorses of each team going one-on-one.
We talked about this a little while ago, and I'm really happy. Because, dude, the more I see of Luke Harper, the more I can so easily, put him in my top wrestlers. It is insane how much of a consummate performer he was. Holy shit.
I think a thing I always appreciate about Luke Harper is how committed he was to this bit that he's supposed to be doing. Rowan's good, and there's almost a different angle to it, but Harper really sold the idea that he was brainwashed in a cult. He had a way of just coming off like this dude who is mentally, he's not even here anymore, man. He is just all in on Bray Wyatt.
And we're probably sounding like broken records because I know these are things we've talked about before when it comes to Luke Harper, especially in our Brody Lee tribute episode. But also fucking the way he uses his physicality. Holy shit. He is easily one of my favorite giants to watch in a ring, because he moves like a giant, but not in the tropey way. He moves as if he were a maverick behemoth, and it's so fucking cool to watch. And him versus Rollins in this match, dude, is nuts.
Absolutely. But we get some early dysfunction as Seth Rollins goes to the top rope. Bray Wyatt runs in to do some shit, and Ambrose tries to run interference on this, but in doing so distracts Seth, and Seth loses his balance and eats shit on the floor.
Which honestly sounds more like a Seth problem, but malfunction at the junctions must.
We are selling that the Shield is falling apart, and specifically that Ambrose is a giant fuck up.
Which I don't understand why they're booking him like that. He's the one with a belt.
Because regardless of what anyone will tell you about Dean Ambrose's WWE run, even when he is booked at his best, he has to kind of be an idiot.
That's so God.
Like, there's always qualifiers, even to the best parts of Dean Ambrose's WWE run.
That's so terrible, man. But fucking, God, this match is sick, not only from that work standpoint, but from the storytelling standpoint as
well. They do great telling this story, even if we're beaming on like, God damn it, Ambrose has to be the moron.
And honestly, the stars lined up so well because the Wyatts are the perfect people to place in front of the Shield at their implosion point. Like, that's the whole deal with the Wyatts, is that they fuck with your head. So like, Wyatts feel like the proper catalyzing agent to the breakup finally going through. So this whole match I'm enjoying is sick as fuck. The crowd, I guess, did get bored at some point because oh boy, the CM Punk chants come back.
There we go again. Okay, another big story point is Rollins is looking to tag out. Ambrose, he's looking for Ambrose, but Bray Wyatt was talking shit. And so Ambrose jumps off the apron to go confront him on the outside, and Roman follows to pull Ambrose back. So Rollins is left with no one to tag.
Oh my God, he does hit that tag eventually.
Yes, but we'll come back to that moment.
Oh yeah,
tried to tag and Ambrose wasn't there.
That was a good God.
But Dean comes in. And at this point, they're like the lunatic fringe of the Shield, to which I'm always like, the fuck does that mean?
What does that even mean? Like, I guess he reads like a rabid twink, sure, but like I don't think it's that crazy. Compared to his cohorts.
So the Wyatts basically numbers game Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, they do tag out Rowan to be the official legal man.
But then Yep. But then Rowan later, he does, I made a note of this, is he does the thing where he digs your knuckles into your head, which is always a very silly move. But what I liked about it,
that's the thing. We talked about how silly the crush submission move was a few weeks ago. But like, at least for that one, the hands are covering the head on multiple sides. So you can make a little more of an argument for actually having control. And Eric Rowan's fist,
he's just digging his knuckles into your temples,
and everything else is free. Ambrose, you can just escape that.
He basically does. But I made a note of it because, like, while Rowan is doing that, Ambrose is still consciously being like, "Hey, fuck you, Bray," in his face.
Yeah, he is focused on taking great offense to just Bray talking shit. Again, brilliant choice to have.
I made note of some big Roman Reigns chants going off here.
Yeah, I did notice that. And I
want to point out, this is actually, I'll save that for 2 notes later. But then Dean Harper knocks Ambrose into the ropes. Ambrose does his rebound clothesline where he falls into the middle rope and like wheels his way back to hit the clothesline.
He's good at that sort of shit.
Which WWE will kill forever by calling the move the wacky line.
Why were they trying to sell Ambrose like the weirdo? What? Oh,
because he's good at bad WWE comedy, so this becomes his bit.
Too hard. I do want to point out though, the way that Ambrose does get out of that dumb fuck submission hold from Rowan is by yanking on his beard. So at least he met that move with a move of similar levels of dignity. Although that said, I also would appreciate seeing more beard-based offense in wrestling. You know, I think you could get so much more mileage out of that than you do.
Yeah.
Um,
Bray tags in and knocks Roman off the apron, and it's one of those things where, like, I really started to think about, like, the brilliance of the Roman Reigns booking here, as he
Yeah.
is both too green to carry a match. He is too green to carry the match, so he has to, like, he hits the smallest amount of ring time of anyone involved. But at the same time, he shows up and to only hit his cool moves. So the crowd really wants to see Roman Reigns.
Oh my God, they are going. The reason they're cheering for him because they want that fucking hot tag. Oh my God, the fact that in 2014, I can kind of see why they really did solidify on pushing Roman to the moon because it did work for a second.
Mm-hmm.
It did kind of work until people started to realize, oh no, this is just going to be Cena wins LOL 2.0.
Yeah, and it's been commonly said, like, maybe WWE should have waited a year after Roman got hurt in the middle of what would have been his big time to, like, really get over with the crowd as a top singles guy.
Yeah.
But they were like, whatever, he can just win it anyway. Win the Rumble anyway. I'm sure it will be fine.
And then it all
really wasn't.
There was a time.
But okay, Ambrose is crawling over for a tag. He's trying to get to Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins jumps off the apron and leaves the match.
Yes.
And what feels like foreshadowing for 2 months later. We are 2 months away from Seth Rollins taking a chair to Roman and Dean and buying into the Authority. And this feels like a precursor to that in retrospect.
Yo, dude, fucking Seth Rollins is he bails and Roman goes to confront him while poor Ambrose is still stuck in the ring. Roman, you could be helping Roman. No, he goes to confront Rollins, and Rollins basically like, I'm tired of pulling all the weight in this fucking poly.
I can't be the glue that keeps this together.
Yes.
You two figure it out.
Yeah. He's out. And of course we take shit back to the announce table, which has been put back together. But we still gotta
just in time for like Roman to like spear Luke Harper, I think, over the announce table.
Yes. So, poor announce team can't catch a break tonight. Walkity walkity walk. And of course, Bray gets the tag in, and messing with Dean, and who should fucking eat the Sister Abigail in the pin, but the only person who holds a belt in this group, Dean fucking Ambrose.
They take out Roman, and then
Roman do give Roman his moment to like beat up on all three members of the Wyatt family, and the crowd goes wild for it. But unfortunately, it's not enough. I don't even know if he ever became the legal man in the match.
I don't think he did. I think he just showed up to like run interference and whoop ass on the Wyatts.
So funny. That's actually really funny.
Yeah, but the Wyatts beat the Shield again, and I don't think the group is closer to figuring their stuff out.
Yeah, no. Rollins is tired of being the baby that they had to save they saved the marriage, the in-house couples therapist for Ambrose and Reigns. Legitimately great match, both working story-wise, like I said. Also, I have to, in a full circle moment, after what I noted about the Shield upon their entrance, we get a like real close-up on Wyatt, and like, man, his hair and face are also really wet too. I make jokes about WWE HD being made for the Vince McMahon gaze, but like, it feels like less of a joke when you legitimately can see every sheen of sweaty, oily glaze on every single fucking wrestler.
Yeah. So we then cut to a Renee Young interview with Batista. Yes. Renee wants his thoughts on facing Daniel Bryan tonight, and Batista's like, the yes movement is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Leaning in.
Yeah, he's like, he thinks that the fans read too many comic books and watch too many movies, which is a very funny thing to say when you've got a Marvel movie releasing in a couple of months.
Yes. Batista, who was just in Guardians of the Galaxy, is like, you nerds. You fucking dweebs.
They think that an average guy like Daniel can become a superhero. But guys like Daniel will never be guys like Batista. And you may not like it, but that's a fact.
I do appreciate that they do have Batista like actually leaning in at this point.
He's healing. He's healing on Daniel now.
He's healing it up, and we all know what's going on. We get an announcement that the following night on WWE Main Event Live, which I guess was a show again in 2014. They brought back the main event show.
WWE Main Event was a thing they started airing on, and unbelievable when I say this, Ion Television in 2012. They hyped it up big style. The first episode of Main Event, the original idea for Main Event was like a half-hour show with one match that they spend the whole show hyping up to. The very first match on this new Main Event was World Champion Sheamus versus WWE Champion CM Punk. And then it slowly devolved into just being the C show that they record before Raw. The AEW Dark Elevation of its day.
Before Raw? Not SmackDown?
Nah, fuck that, you know.
Oh, yeah, I would love going to a 4-hour Raw taping.
Oh, actually, no, it is before SmackDown because they would they would tape that live, and then they would tape SmackDown on Tuesdays. So, yes, it was before. I was thinking that because I was there for the Main Event / SmackDown like the week after Seth Rollins betrayed the Shield.
Shit. That's awesome. But no, wasn't it Saturday night's Main Event like back in ye olden days?
That's very different. This is Main Event. This is just a C show.
Okay, sure, but it feels like they're intentionally leaning back into that branding.
But the WWE Network needs content every 24. They had a 24/7 feed going. I don't know something that's
for real.
Yes, and something that is odd for a streaming service that isn't also a TV network. They had a 24/7 live stream going alongside their streaming like their VOD content, and by God, do we need things to air. So Main Event live every week, NXT live every week.
Damn, that's actually kind of cool though.
Mm-hmm.
NXT live actually sounds sick. But yeah, so and what's the match that they're selling for tomorrow night's Main Event Live? Rematch between
the match you just saw tonight on Raw.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, but we get a big old WWE Network ad. Check it out, guys. $9.99 a month with a 6-month commitment. I completely fucking forgot about that.
What?
The OG network had mandatory 6-month commitments.
Are you shit? Oh my God, Vince, you absolute ass clown.
I fucking forgot about that. I wasn't one of those. I'm not one of those people that like dips and dots out of streaming services. Like I'm just not one of those people that like gets a streaming service, watch everything I want on it, cancel it, and then 4 months later come back to it. So it's never been a thing. It never bothered me.
So you had to commit $60 going in.
It's not that you had to drop $60 going in. It's that you couldn't cancel for 6 months. Like it's $9.99 a month, but you couldn't cancel for 6 months.
What the fuck, man?
They were like, you are not getting WrestleMania for $9.99 and dipping. That ain't happening.
Oh my God. They did the Disney Plus with Hamilton shit. Oh no.
Now, WWE would eventually lean off of this, especially with, I think this is the best time to point this out. I looked this up. The WWE Network, and keep in mind, 1 million was touted as the break-even point, and the ideal point was like 2 million, right? The initial signups, 667,000. It took them almost a year to hit 1 million.
Oh no.
The network, truly a brilliant piece streaming service, I think, and technologically speaking, and revolution within the wrestling business to basically tell pay-per-views to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. With PLEs now, baby.
And it was a financial failure.
Yeah, that
WWE.
is kind of unfortunate, but also really fucking funny.
Mm-hmm. But hey, guys, you get for the WWE Network $9.99 the biggest event in entertainment, in WrestleMania, in all of entertainment. I was like, fuck off,
fuck out of here. Oh my god! Look, Vince, I know.
But then we get the cool WrestleMania ad, and we get the good song. Like, go, let's celebrate! Yeah.
The ads were actually pretty sick. So once we get past the ad break, we come back to Fandango.
And then we cut the da na 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 da 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 da.
Oh man, poor Emma. Poor Emma.
Emma coming out to dead ass silence.
Dude, I will say, like, hanging out with Santino was probably fun and probably not what the worst choice for putting her on main roster, but like also oh no, the crowd doesn't. There are a few, like, I did notice a few like smarky people in the crowd. Like,
I can trust Chicago, some of these people to have watched NXT.
Yeah,
but
so some of them were doing the Emma dance, but it was not many.
No, it wasn't. But this is a mixed tag match between Fandango and Summer Rae and Santino and Emma. And we honestly get a decently funny comedy bit to start this match where Santino and Emma are trying to like high five each other to start. And the ref is like, "Oh, it's a legal tag. You got to get in and out." And they go back and forth on this several times.
Emma deserved better, man.
Yeah.
That not necessarily the material, because that actually is funny, but man, she deserved a better reception than what she got. She was trying her best out here.
Really
also, they're pushing a romance angle.
They are absolutely trying to push the idea that Santino and Emma are dating or want to.
Why?
Because, you know, it's his WWE. Can a man and a woman truly be platonic friends?
Can they coexist? But the
platonic. Can they coexist platonically? Has there ever been somebody in wrestling, been a man and a woman in wrestling in WWE? I'm not gonna say in all of wrestling, in WWE, that they didn't at least try to imply they kind of wanted to bone?
I don't think so. No, I think it's been every.
I cannot think of a single example of a purely platonic friendship. The closest is the Judgment Day because Rhea's only dating Dom, but that's still one of the members of the team.
Yes, and yeah, like that's. I was gonna say, like, I guess it's not like canon that they're a couple necessarily, but everybody's leaning in.
It's extremely close to canon.
Everybody, including Rhea and Dom, are leaning into the fact that Rhea is Dominic's kinky mommy.
It is very impressive, their ability to sell themselves as a couple despite zero romantic physical interactions.
All we need are the shirts, Austin. As soon as they rolled out the "I'm Your Mommy" shirts, that it was over. It was
also in an extremely funny coinky dink.
Actually,
Rhea Ripley IRL is dating Buddy Matthews.
Yes, I actually did know that.
And Buddy Matthews had a kayfabe relationship with Dom's sister Aaliyah.
What the fuck?
When they were back in WWE in the Thunderdome era, when Buddy was a cult follower of Seth Rollins, he tried to they did like a Romeo and Juliet romance with him and Aaliyah. And now Rhea, his IRL girlfriend, is kayfabe dating the brother of his kayfabe girlfriend.
Oh my god. That's so weird. I don't think Fandango is implied to be in a relationship with his dance partner, actually. I
Um, I
think
mean, JBL keeps insisting on Mrs. Fandango as a way to to refer to
this
Summer
is true, but
Rae.
commentary pushes back on that. The other guys in commentary push back on that, don't they?
I don't pay enough attention, but that
Okay.
might be the closest we get. This
Yeah,
might be it.
I think they might be platonic partners actually. They're just ballroom competitors that found their way into pro wrestling. Whoops. Um
Mhm.
it's a pretty boilerplate match.
I
Zenna's
made
out here
note of
doing
the "We
her
Want Ziggler" chants. What a world we live in.
best. That's
That happens.
I still can't believe that in the year of our Lord 2014, Dolph Ziggler is actually like mega over.
But Emma goes and hits all of her big moves.
Yeah, and
She hits the tarantula submission where she like grabs or
dude,
she like it's hard to explain this, but basically Summer Rae is trapped in the ropes and Emma is over the ropes, like grasping her from all angles.
oh my god. I actually was really impressed with Emma technically here. Like she
Yeah,
didn't get much to do, but it's clear she had aptitude.
she did the stompy stomp thing into like straight up splashing Summer Rae in the corner, just
Dude,
cannonballing her.
yeah. And of course, Santino and Fandango are just fucking around. Santino gets out the Cobra with no pomp or circumstance.
Yeah, Fandango tries to run in to interfere, and Santino gets the Cobra and pushes him
Yeah,
off.
we just kind of like cut away, and all of a sudden Santino's got the Cobra on his hand. He's like Benny Hill chasing Fandango
Yeah,
with
and
it.
then Emma hits the Emma lock, her submission maneuver for the win. Woohoo! And Santino tries to lift Emma in celebration, almost dumps her on her fucking
Yeah,
head.
he doesn't know how to do fucking swing dance flies. Ouch. But
But it's okay
so
because
Emma's like,
Santino does like the marching trumpet thing he does, and he shows Emma how to do it.
dude, it was at that point that I really see how they fucked up Emma because they did that extra spot and the crowd died. Because
Like
the crowd did come to life a little bit for the end of the match, and then they just fucking died when that happened. I was like,
they
oh,
tried
okay.
too hard to make Emma a female Santino and not really lean into her own character.
Yeah, which like pairing her with Santino's again, I think it works all right actually, and like
Mm-hmm.
it looks like they're having fun together, but that was also not the way to go
Yep.
ultimately.
Christian and Sheamus. I wrote Christian and Sheamus are beefing on SmackDown, riveting. I didn't realize yet that was to come back later.
Yeah, they just kind
And
of like did a SmackDown recap. Woohoo, woohoo.
and then we get another WWE Network ad.
Yeah,
This time it is Stephanie McMahon
yeah.
talking about the importance of memories and how she remembers at WrestleMania 1 at 8 years old, where her bestest buddy, Andre the Giant, beat Big John Studd.
I will say they include a really cute picture of
Oh yeah, they do of a little bit
Stephanie
of
with
little kid
Andre.
Stephanie with Andre. It's very cute.
That was actually really cute. And she's like, and now I can share that memory with my daughters. And I was like, oh, that's
Aw,
actually kind of wholesome.
that was really nice.
That actually was
Uh,
nice. But and she's like, I can go back and relive my memories of my dad in his early days, as just a mere announcer before he became the evil chairman Vince McMahon.
I did love that. I made a note that Stephanie acknowledging that Vince is evil.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but see, it annoyed me that she had the audacity to imply that Vince has not always been evil chairman, Mr. McMahon. But we'll take what I can get, I suppose.
So I'm guessing she's not going to show her daughters that time that she had to fight her own father on pay-per-view. Just I'm gonna guess she's not gonna
I'm
show
gonna
them that
guess
part.
there's a lot of things she's not going to be showing her daughter on the network.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. All the episodes where she gets called a whore don't get and aren't on the network yet because they only got the first 10 episodes of Raw.
Episodes of Raw. I don't think we even have her being like drugged and
no,
like,
that was an episode of Raw where she got married.
That's one of the 10. Was that one of the 10?
No, because I guess the first 10 episodes in 1993. So
Okay.
she got married. She got married in '99.
Okay.
So
yeah, so that she wasn't in danger of needing to show her kids that one yet either. You know, we're doing all right, all things considered.
yeah.
But not for long.
And next, speaking of not doing all right, next match, Christian versus Sheamus, to which I wrote, Raw got 3 goddamn hours, so I guess we have time for SmackDown feuds.
Yeah, you're talking about like it's brand split 2.0. Well, I guess the brands ain't all that split still.
It's still brand split 1.5, where Raw has exclusives and SmackDown is on all shows.
Yeah, pretty much. Someone in the crowd has a "put some pants on" sign, which I think is directed at Sheamus.
They at least showed it when Sheamus was celebrating here, and that was funny.
I did appreciate that.
As the match is starting, I wrote, finally, Jerry said something really fucking stupid, because he goes, "Don't Italians just love a good fight?"
Well, I missed that. Oh no.
No, as they're fighting on the outside, he tries to like talk about Irish loving fighting, and he accidentally says Italians.
Oh, he's still thinking of Santino. Oh no.
He even says that.
Jerry Lawler says all you whiteys look the same to me.
And then they start talking about like fucking WWE airing at some pub in Dublin, cheering for Sheamus, and they're just making hard jokes because Michael Cole's like, I don't know, the bar might be closing at this point in time zones and all that. And then JBL's like, "Hi, you ever met the Irish? There's no such thing as closing time."
JBL then proceeds to fret over the fact that he might get canceled by Irish Twitter for saying that.
He does. He is like, Twitter's gonna love that one.
He's fucking early in the match, we get a spot because Christian is the ultimate bastard, as you are wont to do. We get a spot of him like slapping Sheamus, and Sheamus gets like this big wide-eyed grin on his face, and commentary is like, "Oh, Sheamus enjoyed that. That's his chance to really get going against Christian." Sheamus likes getting slapped. This is canon now. No take backsies.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Also, I did find it funny that someone on commentary said that Christian recognizes he may not have much time left in his career. Smash cut to 9 years later. Still very much.
I think he's fine.
And hey Austin, guess who's back? Back again. CM Punk, chance again, fucking once again, we're back.
Well, the crowd did definitely get bored because I heard a very faint "this is awful" chant.
This is awful chants, Punk chants, and just general boos were echoing for a lot of this fucking. And amidst all of it, the subtitles very generously dubbed it all crowd chatter.
Yeah,
I did not put any specificity to that.
I took notes on this match, and I feel like that's too dignified. I honestly, I like half in protest, refuse to really acknowledge this SmackDown match in the middle of my Raw.
It was unfortunate too, because like they're both quite talented, and I both like them, and they were clearly, in theory, putting on an okay match, but I just didn't care.
I don't care because I have not seen any of their beef. I don't fucking care.
The Raw audience dipshits. I will say, on the subject of the CM Punk chants again, I have to give a shout out to the dude who as far as I can tell, was in a Punk in like the front row, who's in like a Punk shirt and a clown wig and makeup. For knowing exactly what show he was walking into. My man, I guarantee, was hitting all the memes that night about being Boo Boo the Fool or whatever.
WWE was like, we got to get this guy on camera.
Absolutely. Well, because he was on the opposite of the hard cam side, but you could see him a few times. I will, at least the crowd seems kind of happy that Sheamus ends up winning.
Yeah, and I will say, cool finish here, because like Christian has Sheamus on the apron, and Sheamus does a bro kick from the apron, and then he pins him off that. That was kind of neat. We cut then to an interview with the winner.
Wait, I before we get into that, I have to say a couple things. One, someone holds up a sign that says Miz was 4-0 at WrestleMania. In 2014, I guess Miz was 4-0.
You're fucking right, he is.
When will the streak be broken?
That's a good question. Hold on. When was the Miz's WrestleMania streak broken?
Be legendary. There was this other guy, the Schmunder Schmaker or something.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. The Miz is the real streak holder. 4-0, baby.
Yeah, so we're not going to count Battle Royals because that's for chumps. So Miz's first WrestleMania true WrestleMania loss came at, let's see, I'm at WrestleMania 32 now. Nope, no loss yet.
Was it not until this year?
If Miz was legitimately unbeaten this long, holy fucking shit.
Snoop Dogg broke the streak?
Oh, no, I know what it is, because in WrestleMania 33, he loses a tag match against Cena and Nikki Bella.
Damn.
I would have fucking died if Miz's WrestleMania streak was broken by Snoop Dogg.
On an audible, nonetheless, if only. Okay. Also, we get like a rundown of what's still to come on Raw tonight, and how like John Cena is gonna cut a promo in response to the Wyatts win. And like, wait, I realized all of tonight's Raw has to most extent been pre-planned. Like the Cena promo, it was in response to the Wyatts beating the Shield, I guess, but like there wasn't some dumb fuck comedy skit to set it up. All of this like seems actually competently pre-booked. What show am I watching, Austin?
Yeah, what the fuck? And nothing is like made the night of the show.
This is wrong. This is sacrilege. The sacred texts have been defiled. I won't stand for this.
Renee is interviewing with Sheamus, and he's like, it's been a hard road to recovery, but I'm getting back in my group. And Christian jumps him and beats his ass.
Yeah, Sheamus is like, oh yeah, no, my recovery's going well. And Christian, of course, then says recoverant.
Christian says, you sure about that?
Yeah, Christian says no. And beats the fuck up on Sheamus, grabs like a light, a little floor light in the room, and like rams it into his stomach, and so Sheamus just doubled over in absolute agony. Oof, ow, and also owie.
All right, next match, the Bella Twins versus Alicia Fox and Oksana. No entrances, always a good sign.
Yeah, I will say, once they mentioned like that this was a Divas match, I once again had to take stock of how wild it is to know that like right here we're in the death knells of the Diva era. And you can kind of tell that because as much as this is very much a Divas match, they actually like do get to have a match. They're actually being allowed to have a match here. It's not the greatest match in the world, but like Bella's are putting in the work. Alicia Fox is putting in the work. They're working off each other, and it's pretty all right, actually.
Yeah.
The crowd doesn't care. They're chanting and like motherfuckers for CM Punk, but you know
they don't care. This is where I noted for the first time in like a decade that like I have always talked about how like honestly, Nikki Bella getting a boob job was the best thing ever because now I could remember which Bella is who. Yes. However, I didn't consider that there is in fact one other way that you can tell the Bellas apart is that Brie always wears a headband.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, Brie headband is the headband Bella.
I will notice they were. I will say I noticed that they were wearing like notably fraternal get-ups tonight. They weren't exactly identical. Like they were both in the same color, but they were actually wearing like somewhat notably different.
Yeah, I think there was like a different like trim,
texture and trim and design.
Yeah, you could if you knew who was who, you could tell like they're wearing who's wearing.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. Of course, since this Divas match, of course, only exists to push the newest season of Total Divas.
Duh. Oh, but Jerry Lawler with his shittiest joke of the night. And I don't say that lightly ever. But here he goes. So they're talking about the new season of Total Divas. And a big drama on that show is, of course, John Cena and Nikki Bella, because Nikki Bella wants to get married, and John Cena's like, now hold on now.
Hold your horses a second.
That relationship would, of course, dissolve because John Cena did not want to get married.
That's so wild.
Unfortunate, but okay. So they're talking about John and Nikki as they're dating, and Jerry Lawler pipes up with, "Well, I mean, I heard they were dating, but I know Nikki. She called me and said to come over. Nobody's home." And then so Michael Cole goes, "Well, what did you do?" And Jerry goes, "Well, I went over and there was nobody home."
Yeah, Lawler, of course, not accounting for the fact that Cena was using his powers of invisibility to lay.
Also the joke is that Nikki was also not at home. The joke is that
I didn't even
the
get
joke
that.
is the joke is that Jerry thinks that Nikki Bella is coming on to him because nobody's home, nobody's going to catch us fucking, and then he goes to her house and literally nobody is there, not even Nick.
God damn it, Lawler! Stop making it sound like your jokes are too cerebral for me. They're just too stupid. No,
they are. I was like, shut the fuck up, Jerry.
JBL having a rare dub here where he also points out that Lawler is HR's nightmare on Total Divas, and that's why he's never on the show.
Oh yeah, they do rant about. They do have a conversation about like they should appear on Total Divas.
Yeah,
and
Cole, JBL, and Lawler.
JBL shuts down Cole joining on Total Divas because he has quote been married 88 years.
For like 88 years, which what the fuck?
I guess that's true. He's a happily married man. That's too drama free.
I don't think you have to I don't think it's in your contract that you have to flirt with the divas if you go on there. You can just, be on the show.
I think it's more that like Cole is too drama free to be on the show.
Oh, I see.
Because Natalia and freaking crazy cat lady she's there with her husband, but she's insane. But she's all full on cat lady. And then I don't think anyone else is in a relationship. Well, the Bellas
niece.
Of course, the Bellas are dating John and Daniel Bryan at this
I
point.
still can't believe that there could have been a world where John Cena and Daniel Bryan were brothers-in-law. I can't believe that was a world we almost got.
We almost had that. But
we were robbed of that reality.
John Cena was too afraid of fucking commitment, and it didn't happen.
Commitment issues. I say as he's now been married twice.
And then later seasons, Renee becomes a cast member, so we get plenty of Dean Ambrose.
Hey,
not wanting anything to do with this, but doing it anyway.
It's like fucking slinking down in his chair with his phone in his hand, emailing Renee, asking if she wants to fuck after this taping.
That was phenomenal. And then of course Lana becomes the cast member, so Rusev becomes a regular guest star.
Absolutely. Yes, nothing I love more on my reality TV than goofy Soviet Russia bullshit.
I don't think they played up the character at that point.
Oh, really? Wait, were they actually a couple?
Yes, they're actually married.
I just thought she was his valet.
Lana is the flexible double jointed wife.
Yeah, fucking Miro. Miro's like, nobody's allowed to touch me, but my extremely hot and sexually acrobatic wife.
Yeah, that is Lana.
Nobody else can touch the Redeemer.
Yes, that is Lana. She is the wife.
Yes. Oh, I'm very happy. Is she actually? She's not actually Russian, is she?
Of course not. She's
not.
Fucking American.
That was the
Puts
most
on an accent.
fucking Zoya the Destroyer ass. We'll get there.
We'll get there, but yes, no, she is not legitimately Russian.
Yeah, no. So the match, it's decent. It's missing a certain je ne sais quoi, probably because it mostly existed to promote Total Divas.
And the crowd doesn't care.
And the crowd doesn't care. But it was a match. And I have to commend all four ladies participating for actually putting in some decent work on this one.
Nikki wins with, they don't name it this yet, the Rack Attack, which is a double entendre, of course, because she gets, it's basically gets up in the rack position, like the torture rack.
The
Lex
torture
Luger.
rack.
Yeah. And then like dropping them like onto your shoulder. I'm not totally sure how this works pain-wise, but it's a visually interesting move. But of course, it's a double entendre because of Nikki's boobs.
The
rack attack.
The
and
rack
then,
attack.
At this point, I noticed a quick cut to a sign that says Hogan fears Rogaine.
Mason. Shout out to the Smarks who actually had the balls to say no.
I don't got no problem with I don't have no problem with Rogaine, dude. I think Joe Rogaine makes a lot of good points on this podcast, brother.
I love them. I want to go on the Joe Rogaine experience, dude.
Brother.
I want all my little Hulkamaniacs to listen to Joe Rogaine. Outstanding.
Then we get, I can't even believe this happened. We get
the shirt. Point to the shirt, boy.
Not yet. Not yet. First, we get an ad for USA's the new hit show, Sirens.
No, I swear. No, we cut to DB like backstage gearing up for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's where I saw the shirt. Point to the shirt, boy.
He's wearing the shirt now.
He's wearing the shirt, and it's sick. Yes, we get
a clip from Sirens where it is a show about EMT workers, and they are talking about like this woman who has fallen dead in her kitchen while baking cookies, and they decide to eat the cookies.
No!
But they don't share with their superior. Waka waka.
I'm sure this show had longevity. It lasted for 2 seasons.
Oh, you looked that up, did you?
Yeah, I had to know. I was like, this show didn't make it very long.
That's fair because I looked up the Need for Speed movie is prep. So
I also looked up and saw that 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, oh no.
All right. Daniel Bryan is coming out here right now in the middle of the show.
The crowd goes fucking ape shit.
The one time the crowd can really be half-assed to not do CM Punk chants.
Mostly. The keyword.
Mostly.
They still leak in a couple times during even fucking. Oh my god. Yeah. So fucking Daniel Bryan is out here and he's working the crowd and he's
Daniel Bryan is out here finally having a goddamn story.
I know.
To do with the authority.
He really did immediately take over CM Punk's entire shtick after Punk left. Because he's immediately doing like voice of the voiceless shit.
And when I tell you that we have missed nothing key to Daniel Bryan's arc with the authority on this podcast, as we have jumped months at a time.
I believe you. No, I fully believe you. Yeah, no, but he's clearly fully taken over everything that was planned for CM Punk. And you know what? To amazing effect. This is the I do the same thing he does but better meme from fucking Suicide Squad, all right?
Yeah, so Bryan, the cheers are what he likes to hear because the people in Chicago understand that they have a voice, that we have a voice.
And then the Chicagoans are all like, "Oh yeah, we have voices. You know what we should do? Use them to chant for CM Punk for CM Punk, CM Punk."
Bryan says that tonight we are gonna hijack Raw. The crowd is like,
and they're like, hijacking. We love hijacking things. CM Punk, CM Punk,
hijack Raw. We've already been doing that.
Yeah, he tries to go on, and the crowd.
Yeah, he's like, I will not leave this ring until one of two things happens, and then CM Punk, and he admittedly does a smirk laugh at that.
Yeah, to his credit. Yeah, he looked real pleased with that. No, but to his credit, he actually does take the power back. And he with this promo, he effectively goes, "Who the fuck is CM Punk? My name is Daniel Bryan, and I'm here to kick all of the ass." And the crowd's like, "Oh wait, yeah, that's actually kind of cool too."
Yep. Bryan will not leave until Batista comes down to fight, or Triple H comes out to accept the challenge.
Why are you trying to move your main event, first of all? But yeah, so of course, Triple H pops out with his emotional support, Stephanie, and they make
I made
their way
note that they came out to King of Kings, his theme song when he's being a big meanie heel. That's the one who's like, bow down to the king. When he's more of a baby face, he'll come out the time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Yes,
yeah.
and everyone's like, game. We know that's the name.
Okay. I wrote Triple H has this smug smirk going on. That's never good.
No.
But then at this point, I noticed a sign in the front row that says "No Punk, no peace." No Punk, no peace. And it's N-O and then K-N-O-W.
Oh,
no punk, no peace. I was like,
that's great. Oh, no. You know what? I fucking wish this that they had taken this riot real serious. All right. I wish a motherfucker would riot in Chicago over the absence of Punk, okay? Would have been fucking entertaining. Like, it's funny enough hijacking Raw, but nah, start lighting your goddamn seat cushions on fire, motherfuckers. Stop being cowards. How
about you not be cowards? Why don't you be more like the ECW Philadelphia crowd and actually fucking do it?
Yeah, get yourself get the Fed banned from the United Center or whatever the fuck, all right? Like,
yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah, I will say, really smart move here. Stephanie hops on mic first, and as she's talking, they clearly are amplifying the booing from the crowd. This promo, for as much as it is a goddamn Triple H promo, they're really working with like those little touches. That was really great. So Stephanie comes on, she's like, hey Bryan, what the fuck?
She's like, I mean, I appreciate you, Daniel, but like with all these losses you've been raking up recently, maybe you should be embarrassed. And Daniel doesn't even acknowledge that. He just straight back to Triple H. And he's like, he doesn't even dare. He doesn't even dignify that with a response. He is just like, Triple H. And he points out how the Authority keep conspiring to keep him from the title. And he goes, but here I stand unbroken with these people behind me. Yes. And Triple H and Daniel Bryan's like, and I am stronger than ever. So what do you say, Triple H? You and me at WrestleMania 30? And Triple H goes, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
what?
Triple H.
And then Triple H boomer posts.
Paul bootstraps Levesque over here.
Because he's like, what is it with your generation, Daniel?
Millennials ruin everything.
Why can't you just accept your failure? Why can't you just accept your inadequacies? And Triple H is like, an aside with 70, he's like, I think I'm going to call this the excuses era or the blame era, because nobody in this generation accepts they just aren't good enough. They blame everybody else. You were screwed me. You burying me. And then Triple H shouting over increasingly loud CM Punk chants. When the reality is, anybody that has ever failed here, it is because they were not good enough.
Dude, I have to say, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but at least it felt to me as though Triple H during this speech actually did kind of feel like he was off kilter a little bit. Like he did feel a little shaky and unsure on mic.
Like, especially also later, I think you see him. He's losing his cool with this bullshit.
Yeah, and like he almost seems like unconfident.
We are going. He is becoming mask off. As you kind of like, if you want to look back, like that first promo where he's playing it off. It's like, I'm doing it for the betterment of you, the fans. And now out here, he's like, you know what? Your generation are a bunch of losers who can't accept that you're losers.
Pretty much, yeah.
Stop pretend. He's stopping. He's no longer really pretending that he's doing anything for the betterment of us all.
Yeah, but also more than that, like
Mhm.
it seems like there seems to be an uncomfortableness emanating from him as well. Like he's not fully comfortable delivering this speech in this hostile of environment. He knows that the tide's kind of turned against him. So like
Mhm.
all that stuff is really cool. And then of course he gives once again the whole B plus
Yeah.
player shtick.
Your reality is that you're a B plus player, and
And the
I
crowd
don't
is
know
like,
why
what
that
the fuck, not this again?
I don't know why that angers people. B plus player is pretty damn good.
Yeah,
That's a
Triple H is
good
out here
little
saying C's
spot
get
for you.
degrees.
That's a
C's
good
get
little
degrees.
spot for you,
C's get
Daniel.
degrees.
It is, but it's gonna take a hell of a lot more than a B plus player to get me to lace up my boots at WrestleMania. And then the crowd starts chanting asshole, 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 and Triple H because like, hey, they're saying it's your turn, Daniel. And Daniel's like, you can deny it all you want. These people see through your lies. That's why they chant. Because you come out here and say you do what's best for business, that you're doing it for the WWE universe, but you don't listen to these people. You don't listen to their obvious desire to see somebody like me, all the people in the back like me, see people like me succeed. And the only way we will ever get you to see that is if I beat the crap out of you, and if I do it at WrestleMania.
And despite every once in a while the CM Punk chants piping back up, Daniel Bryan does have this crowd eating completely out of the palm of his hand, and it is really cool and really gratifying to see. Like this man is at the top of his goddamn game.
Absolutely. And then Stephanie, she's got her own mask off moment here.
Yeah.
Where she's like, very compelling, Daniel, but do we listen to these people? Why would we? Why would we listen to this sea of inadequacy? And she's like, they will turn on you in a dime, faster than a dime, Daniel. And the only people that won't are Triple H and I. This is a gaslight girl boss moment right here.
True.
As she's just like...
epic, we made you villain speech.
Yeah, she's like, she gets it. I mean, it's intoxicating. All these people chanting for you, tweeting about you, supporting you. It gives me your head.
Remember to follow Twitter, guys. Use the hashtags, please.
But think about it, Daniel. Without my family, you would have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, this ring was set up for you by my family. All of it is for you, provided by us. I mean, think about it. Without us, you wouldn't have your underdog persona. You wouldn't have your Yes Movement t-shirts. You wouldn't have people chanting for you. Let's face it, Daniel, we made you.
You know, Stephanie, I don't think the whole like my entire corporate structure has kept you down and made you a like hero of the people. I don't think that's the dub for you guys that you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of being like, actually, you're an underdog because we fuck with you. I think you're saying the quiet part out loud there, buddy.
Yep.
And DB of course he basically comes back with, hey Stephanie, cool story. Since your husband's too much of a bitch to fight me, how about you do? And Triple H is like, that's bait.
He's like, yeah, that's bait.
That's bait.
He's just, let me put it to you. He's like, it's not my first rodeo, Daniel. I'm not gonna fall for it. WrestleMania is the showcase of the immortals, and Daniel, as hard as it is for you to swallow this, you just don't measure up.
Short. Triple H calls him short.
And
he just says you're short.
And then Triple H is like, get out of my ring. And
Daniel Bryan says, this is our ring, comrade.
Comrade, this is our ring. And Triple H is like, no, everything in this arena belongs to us. No, get out of the ring. And
he, including the fans, mind you, all your fan are belong to us, says Triple H.
Daniel Bryan's like, why don't you make me get out? And Stephanie, like a Karen, just calls for security.
She calls out her loyal guard cane first.
And then Daniel starts whooping his goddamn ass.
While CM Punk chants are running again. Delightful.
Mm-hmm.
But they do, as Daniel Bryan launches this. So Daniel Bryan attacks Kane and is just wailing on Kane. Kane's down, covering himself. Refs come out, and Stephanie's like, no, not refs, security. So security finally
I
comes
need
out.
Competent people out here to break up this fight.
Yeah, and they finally she's like, you fucking refs aren't good for anything. So security finally comes out, gets Daniel off Kane, and they back Daniel back up the ramp. And I will say, in a moment of sheer fucking magic, the CM Punk chants fade out and are replaced with Daniel Bryan chants. Holy shit.
He stands on the stage and soaks in Daniel Bryan chants.
God. Awesome segment.
Absolutely. Fantastic work by everybody.
Dude.
When they're actually trying to tell this story, they tell a really goddamn good story.
Seriously. Yeah, sure is shocking that when you actually give the fans what they want, it makes for really compelling fucking TV most of the time. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, but now we cut to a thing that no fan wants. The Raw pre-show panel. I'm glad we had time in the 3-hour Raw to cut back to the fucking pre-show panel of Booker T, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Alex Riley.
Well, and technically Josh Matthews, too.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about him.
Yeah, why the fuck are they here?
Because WWE was trying to be like, we need network content. What if every week Raw had a half-hour pre-show that aired on the network?
Oh, great. I'm sure that was a raging success. Especially
it did not last, no.
Are you telling me that the insights of Hacksaw Jim Duggan were not enough to sustain such the ratings? People didn't respect his hard-hitting commentary. Do you mean to tell me? Do you mean to tell me?
Like when he goes ho and doesn't remark on anything that's happened on Raw?
Yeah, they're like, Hacksaw's here, ho! And then he just shuts down for the rest of the fucking panel.
Great, thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Hacksaw. Very cool.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, yeah, Aaron Paul was supposed to be here.
Well. Alberto Del Rio comes out for something, I guess. And then, like, a car horn goes off, and fucking Aaron Paul drives Dolph Ziggler to the ring.
Yeah, stealing Del Rio's shtick for some reason. I guess Del Rio doesn't get a car anymore. But Aaron Paul does. Yeah, and Dolph Ziggler is driven in on a fucking Need for Speed car with Aaron Paul. And they make their way to the ring, whereupon I learned that Aaron Paul is apparently one of only 5 actors in all of history to win multiple primetime Emmys as of 2014. That's wild.
Yeah, so they notably only hype Aaron Paul as being in the Need for Speed movie.
Well, they talk a little bit about Breaking Bad too. They mentioned Breaking Bad, and he's like,
yeah. Okay. I looked up the Wikipedia on this, and what a fun! It's a video game movie, which means it sucked.
That's terrible. The site's never been broken, Austin. Never.
No, it hasn't. I remember thinking maybe the Assassin's Creed movie will do it, and I don't know why I believe that.
Yeah, that was a really silly one to think.
That was a bland movie, and I was so excited for that movie.
I don't want to like fucking hop in on the discourse, but even the goddamn we should have known Illumination couldn't have pulled it out for the new Mario movie, man.
Unless you're a little baby loser who like was just here to get fan service for Mario, you know, then I guess you're happy with yourselves. But
Dude,
you know,
nobody
else enjoyed themselves.
Sidebar, my brother, who doesn't always have as critical an eye as I do, called me to basically rant about how much he fucking hated the Mario movie.
It's everything I've seen about it says it's so boilerplate.
He's like, David, that was the stupidest shit ever. And I'm like, yeah, it probably was. It's Illumination. Why are we surprised?
It's an Illumination movie about Mario that, in fact, it'd be more surprising if it wasn't. But the Need for Speed movie, here's how Wikipedia describes it.
Oh, no.
After its release, the film received generally negative reviews. Criticized for its direction, nonsensical story, and acting of the supporting cast, though some praise for Paul's acting. Despite this, the movie grossed $203 million worldwide. It made money.
Oh,
God. It was a profitable movie.
That's why we keep getting this shit, because you people keep paying for it. Fuck.
I can't believe they got Michael Keaton for this movie.
They got Hoops for this movie? Michael Keaton signs up for some weird projects, man.
Hey, man, he's really wanted to play Batman in a Flash movie.
Absolutely.
Batman in a fucking Batgirl movie that
we'll
never see ever again.
And also not Batman in a not Batman movie. And also anti-Batman in a Spider-Man movie. Yeah, he's got a type.
Yeah. This dude fucking showed up to be Vulture and fucking Morbius.
I know! I'm still not over that. Why did they do? Okay.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. We gotta connect it to the rest of the MCU somehow. Fuck it. Let's get
don't. Please don't. In fact, I need this as far away from the MCU as you can put it.
Austin, embrace it. This is your franchise, Austin. You must take it all.
I deny it. I deny
your medicine, boy.
I didn't sign up for Sony-made Morbius and Carnage movies. I didn't sign up for that.
Time.
I didn't sign up for that. I am here. I signed up for Daddy Feige and the Disney machine making Marvel movies. I did not sign up for fucking Sony. Get the hell out.
What the hell are we talking about?
Aaron Paul did a bad movie.
Yeah, Todd Chavez on the mic over here. Seriously, with his disembodied voice, I just hear Todd from BoJack. That's all I fucking hear. And Todd Chavez is out here saying that JBL has shit stats in 2K.
I didn't know that.
JBL, what the fuck, man?
Like, hey, I was hyping you up earlier because JBL was out here being like Need for Speed. It had no CGI, practical effects only. Wank. Oh yeah, I also I don't fucking buy that.
I don't buy that for a second.
I don't buy for a second that in a post Fast and Furious world that we made a car movie where there was no CGI on the car.
I don't buy for a second that in a movie that was made after the year 2010, there wasn't at least some CGI in there. There is CGI in all movies, even if it's not major. There is CGI in all movies. Stop lying to me. Also,
very sad.
Commentary is so dedicated to the hawking the Twitter game that they start hawking Aaron Paul's Twitter.
Yes, I did take note of that.
Already had 2 million followers. Like, hey, go follow Aaron Paul. So if you're watching this, you probably already are following Aaron Paul. Well, he doesn't need the.
I think my note here kind of adequately explains my thoughts on this match. Why would I watch this match when I could be following Aaron Paul on Twitter?
Absolutely. That's all I need. Because and Aaron Paul does not know how to do commentary on a wrestling match. He's getting handheld throughout the entire experience.
He absolutely reads like a guy who thinks wrestling is neat here.
Yeah.
He had a neat experience at Raw, but also does not watch and knows nothing at all about it.
No, so they're like, hey, but he doesn't need to be really on commentary for too long. What he's here to do is to fucking stand on the announce table, and the ref's like, hey, get down from there.
And then Del Rio's like, hey, what are you doing?
He's like, Del Rio, you ain't shit, which, based.
Correct. And then Dolph Ziggler hits the zigzag for the dub. Whatever.
You'll love to see it.
I
thought for certain Aaron Paul was taking wrestling training on the side. He was about to get in the fucking ring with Del Rio. I was ready.
Well, he's no Hugh Jackman, but
he's no Stephen Amell is the real one there.
True. So we continue the Hall of Fame ceremony up to this point. The announced class so far: the Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Lita. Absolutely stacked class in 2014.
I thought the same. I was like, holy shit.
And
that's
the fourth
class.
And the fourth inductee. Oh yes!
Yeah. So they cut to a promo for it, like a video package for it, and the Undertaker theme hits, and I was like, that's not right? And then it starts showing images of Paul Bearer and it's okay, yeah. And
I was temporarily confused because I forgot he wasn't already in the Hall of Fame because I mixed up 2013 is when he died.
Yes.
Because that's when CM Punk made his entire feud with The Undertaker disrespecting the dead.
Ouch.
Like they literally ran the angle of CM Punk took what was allegedly the ashes of Paul Bearer and dumped them on himself on Raw.
Jesus Christ. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, the road to WrestleMania was kind of fucked by the death of Paul Bearer because now this became all CM Punk ever talked about.
That's not great.
But yeah, But Paul Bearer getting inducted posthumously.
Posthumously is this
posthumously. Yes,
I got you. I will say it was actually a really sick video packet for it. It was really sweet. It had like some great clips and a lot of the company people talking about how great Paul was and what a unique guy he was, what a unique persona. What really cracked me up was they had fucking Mean Gene in there who tried to do an impression of Paul Bearer's voice, and he's like, you got him doing the spooky. Oh yeah, he's just not at all do a good impression. It was magical to see him try though. Cute, great fucking video package. And Godspeed. Absolutely stacked induction class into. I mean, I guess the point of the Hall of Fame is that the class is always stacked, but
sometimes it's a lot worse than others. Some years it's better than others. 2014, it was like first year on the network. We got Warrior back. Jake is in good enough health.
Hit after hit, yeah.
Yeah, there were honestly, it was a lot of like serendipity of the like Warrior. They got Triple H worked his magic to get Warrior to come back. Jake Roberts was healthy enough now that he could be in the Hall. Paul Bearer, is on the mind after passing away the year before. Like there was just a lot of really well-timed group to do this.
Lita was just here.
Lita deserves it though, of course.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Lita's absolutely a legend in her own
But
way.
she's always been available. She could have shown. We could have done this with her anytime.
They could have done any year. But yeah, no, the great adding her to that class. It only stacked it further. So we cut to the match, and I get a little bit of deja vu because Big E is back out here again in his gear.
I was like, we got so much time. Big E gets a second match, or you'd think, because immediately Cesaro runs in and hits the neutralizer on Big E and is a DQ.
Yeah. Man, they're speed running this fucking True Americans breakup, huh?
They are, because they start arguing and shoving, and then Cesaro goes for the swing on Swagger, and Zeb Coulter's like, "Don't you do it, Cesaro?
Yeah,
be a real American."
Zeb Coulter's like, wait, when I was preaching radical individualism for libertarianism, this isn't what I meant.
No, don't do it to your brother. The way he's like, and Cesaro, let's go. And he's like, help your brother up. And Jack, you take his hand. And then Zeb Coulter is like, hug it out.
And Cesaro and Swagger are like, no homo.
We don't wanna.
No homo.
They do like this like very aggressive hug. And then they do the "We the People" thing, but Jack and Cesaro are staring each other down the whole time.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna be a completely functional team forever and ever, just like the Shield. And yet another push to the network. Jerry Lawler makes the comment that just so you know, the network is the real shit. Jerry Lawler makes the comment that he likes the network more than he used to like puppies. Okay.
I don't believe you, quite frankly.
I don't believe you, first of all. Also, I love how he said he used to like puppies since we're in the PG era, so we can't fixate on women's tits anymore.
You can't be like puppies anymore.
Yeah. But the fact that he still fucking lampshades it. Shut the fuck up, Lawler.
It's a matter of time before we see one of their network ad pitches where they literally just explore the website on air.
The ad for the boomers. All right, here's how you navigate.
Here's how to log in to the network. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's almost as good as them showing you how the fuck to download an app.
Fan, that was
I'm still not over that. The fact that they went through it twice, one for the Apple Store and one for the Google Play Store. Fucking amazing. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, so John Cena is coming out and he is limping because he was attacked by the Wyatts last week.
And Chicago is, very happy to see
so
him.
I forgot about the Cena Wyatt segment. Or at least I forgot to kind of talk about it from the last week. It was basically Wyatt was like, John, you are an illusion, a hero to all these people. It's an illusion. You're like the good guy. The hero is always going to win and save the day. But I, from the cold, harsh reality, John, and I am going to expose your illusion.
Yeah. No shock that Wyatt was given more sick fucking promos here. And he's
I wrote him verbatim tonight.
Dude, Wyatt's all like, there are shades of gray. I am gonna corrupt your soul, John. And John's like, okay. But yeah.
We do so many impressions on this show, and I think Bray Wyatt's my favorite to just kind of quote verbatim.
Oh yeah, no. He has such good lines. They make you feel really cool to say them. I feel like an absolute fucking weeb for going that hard on it, but like, no, fuck you. I can't help it. So Chicago's booing the shit out of Cena, but he does take it, characteristically good humor. I did get I did crack up at the fact that he goes, so, last week I was injured by the Wyatt family, and the crowd starts cheering.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, fuck you, John.
And then he's like, some of you may be disappointed to hear, but I am not cleared to have a match tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
He shouts out that Chicago has been a very important place in his career. He was like, "Hey, Money in the Bank 2011 was pretty cool, huh?" And the crowd's all going to be like, "Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool."
I had a match with a certain somebody.
CM Punk.
But now Cena's like, I always respect this city because I always hear you. I always know you're honest, and I always know that you're loud. And he's like, I've been listening to this hijack business, and he understands the WWE universe wants change. And
he's cutting a real pipe bomb here.
Oh, you're right. Pipe bomb Cena. That's what we call him.
That's what the fucking true. I love calling him pipe bomb Cena.
But he's like, I respect that you want change, but you need to respect this. Success in this company is earned, and change will go through me. If anyone, CM Punk. And he's just like, Wyatt, if you think you're in the driver's seat, you're wrong, buddy. I've given 12 years of this business, and I am right where I started, doing the same thing I've always done. Standing tall right here. Dude! All right, let's look at you, John. Standing out there all alone. You built this empire all around you. Can you feel their energy? Can you feel these people, John? You remind me of one of those champion thoroughbred horses. One who's been running a long time. And he wins. And the people cheer for him.
CM Punk. I have to say, this is where I actually did start to get really fucking annoyed with the incessancy of Punk.
Hold up, let him cook.
Shut the fuck up. This promo rules. Jesus Christ.
But one day he starts to slow down, and that's when reality sets in, and he finds himself not just looking for the next finish line. He finds himself in some barn somewhere laid out on a slab. And when your reality sets in, John, how long do you think you can fend us off? Mercy is calling you by name. I am the Reaper, and I am going to put you down.
Bray Wyatt says, you're going to the glue factory, pipe bomb, John.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
The kids are gonna be squeezing you out in Elmer's bottles in 2 weeks' time, John.
Now let me let you in on a little secret, John. I know what you're really afraid of. For the loneliest man on earth is the man who sits alone atop his empty castle. Who will be left for you, John, when I take it all away? Follow the buzzards. Dick!
And John's like, okay.
Yeah, all right, I hear you.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, fine. Yeah, so we get a slight little backstage clip of Batista gearing up for this main event. He runs into Orton backstage, and Orton's like, they have a little awkward confrontation, and Orton's kind of like, Batista, good luck out there. Looks like he's in physical pain saying that. But to me, him telling Batista good luck is that, to me, that translated as, please God, don't sick that rabid goat on me one more time.
Please,
God.
And then Lana comes out to say Russian phrases. Yeah, they put up a little podium, little cute little podium.
Yeah, they put up a little podium. She opens speaking in Russian, and I had to have a laugh at the subtitles, because the way they shook out as she was finishing her spiel, the subtitles cut so that all it said was just language and a closed bracket as she's speaking Russian.
She's swearing out the audience. She's swearing out cussing out the audience right now.
Obviously. JBL claims that he speaks Bulgarian, and everyone pressed X to doubt on that.
I don't believe you on that one, but Rusev comes out to stand on the podium, and then he does a promo in Bulgarian, which I was like, give me damn subtitles.
I have to say, maybe this is awful. Maybe I'm going to hell for this, but he has pauses in between his sentences, so of course the audience does the fucking what chant, and I have to say, it's actually kind of funny interspersed with another language.
It is a little justified when we're talking about a guy literally not speaking English right now.
Says shit in Bulgarian. What? Says more shit in Bulgarian. What?
It's one thing to be like broken English, which is just universally kind of shitty. But he's literally not speaking a language I understand right now. Please tell me what you're saying, sir.
Yeah.
And then Jerry Lawler with his second stupidest joke of the night. Maybe a contender for the first, to be honest. Because he's like, these Bulgarians, like they have another word for everything. Fucking hell, Jerry.
I swear to God, Lawler.
I'm gonna kill you.
I hate you. I'm really leaning on the Lawler effigy for this episode, man.
Yeah. But then we cut to a video hyping up that Hulkamania was running wild on the Today Show, brother.
Dude, it looked like Hulk Hogan crashed the set of Today Show. It looked like he
just showed up.
Yeah, because all the hosts were sitting at this small little circular table, and Hogan's just standing behind them, towering over them. They all look vaguely uncomfortable with his presence. I don't think he was supposed to be there. I think he just showed up, and they were like, well, what the fuck do we do? I don't know
there, brother. Hey there, brother. I need some help getting hosting tips for WrestleMania, dude. I don't know, except for you, Al Roker. I don't need to listen to you, brother.
Hey, Al Roker's there. Is the weather going to be good for WrestleMania, dude?
Hey, brother. You seen Matt Lauer around here anywhere, dude?
I have to talk to him about some very important business, brother.
I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to him about how to talk to my daughter, dude.
Fuck. Oh, man.
What a glorious day, though, because Hulk Hogan has a super special announcement for next week on Raw. And yes, we will be watching that episode.
No, Austin, no. Why would you do this to me?
Because there is a big thing that happens next week that we kind of need to see. But also, Hulk Hogan has got a special announcement for WrestleMania next week.
Great. That's just peachy. Oh, boy. All right. Yes. So, main event time. Woo!
Finally! 9 matches, 8 matches, 9 matches on this show.
And it's really funny because this is easily the segment I had the fewest notes for.
I definitely was checked out by the time we got to 2 hours and 10 minutes left in the show.
I know. Fucking Orton comes out first, right?
Yeah, he's going to stay and watch the main event.
Yes, Randy Orton makes an entrance and just sits there to remind us that his presence at ringside isn't important yet.
Yep.
And then Batista enters and everyone's booing the shit out of him. And yeah! So match begins. And it was at this point we find out that Raw got a fucking overrun for this, and I don't
not worth it.
Of all the episodes to give Raw an overrun for how much I've liked this one, I'll allow it. It's not the worst one that could have gotten an overrun, so sure, whatever. But man, this match, oh boy, Batista, Batista and Bryan and Daniel Bryan's classes do not gel well in WWE 2K14 My GM mode.
Bryan is trying his best.
He's trying so hard, and Batista's just like, I mean, I can like fall over again and then try to like punch you some more, dude.
This is not Batista circa 2007, 2008. Batista is out of the wrestling game, and he's wearing shitty tennis shoes and he sucks.
And he's being put up against technical wizard Daniel Bryan, who's doing everything in his power. And Batista's like just retreating back to his like 5-move Rolodex.
The crowd, when Batista takes over the match, starts chanting, "You can't wrestle."
I missed that. The Authority, of course, descend upon the ramp to remind us that Randy Orton's presence at ringside isn't important yet, because they're actually the ones whom will interfere. Yeah, totally. Randy Orton's just gonna sit here and do nothing, and nope, he's causing the DQ. Never mind.
Yeah, well, so kind of the big incident here is Batista and Bryan are fighting on the outside. Batista throws Bryan into the stairs, and then he throws Bryan directly into Randy Orton sitting in the chair at the announce desk.
Yeah. So
Orton, of course, takes out his revenge on the guy thrown into him.
As you do. No nuance.
Yeah, so Orton attacks, clotheslines Bryan to force a DQ.
Yeah.
Orton goes for the RKO on Batista. Batista tosses him off. Bryan hits the running knee. Bryan, then he's firing up. He kicks Kane off of the apron. And
Bryan's like, I'm still going to finish this fucking match anyway.
Fuck you, man. I got a win to get. True. Batista hits a spear, and that's when Kane and Triple H get into the ring. Kane is like determined to kill Bryan right now, but Triple H pulls him back. And it seems like, okay, maybe Triple H is trying to stop Kane. No. Triple H stands over Bryan and goes, "I am getting tired of your little fantasy crap."
Yes.
Which iconic line. They play that so many times in the video packages.
It's such a good line, dude. And of course,
Bryan kicks Triple H in the head.
Fucks him up. CM Punk. Yeah. Oh my God! Stop
Shut up for just a minute here.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up for just a minute. But Batista gets back up, hits Bryan with the Batista bomb, and this gives Triple H the opportunity to start he throws off the jacket, he's undoing his tie, and he goes over, hits Bryan with a pedigree, and the show ends with the Authority standing over Daniel Bryan, Stephanie mockingly doing yes chants, and the crowd chanting for CM Punk. The hijacking giveth and the hijacking taketh away.
God, man, they really do to themselves with this schedule.
Oh, they
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Fuck me. Yeah, I remember last time we were here, and I was noting how fucking magical it was that we had that whole ascension ceremony, and it faded out on the fans chanting for Daniel Bryan while Orton and Cena were staring each other down. And now when we're finally at the plot line everyone wanted, Chicago can't stop fucking chanting for Punk. Oh my God, I hate it.
It's fine. Next week there'll be more. Next week they're in Memphis. There'll be a lot more better behaved.
Daniel Bryan chat. Yeah, no, but either way, I think Triple H took that bait, baby.
He was like, this is not my first rodeo. I'm not going to take your bait. He took the bait.
Oh, who could have seen it coming?
But the road to WrestleMania has begun truly. And Bryan and Triple H, that's definitely happening.
It's 100% happening. Clearly.
But then how will Bryan find his way into the main event to win it all? That's kind of the mystery we still have to solve here.
Oh, it's a mystery. Oh, we're detectives now. Fuck, I gotta get like a Sherlock cap or something.
Because, like, come on, Daniel Bryan's not just gonna leave WrestleMania, beat Triple H, and well, that's that. Like that can't be it.
Oh no,
that would be silly.
Oh no, I don't like the way you're saying that, Austin.
What?
I don't like the way you're saying that, Austin.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
WWE has finally gotten the goddamn picture.
Yeah, obviously. That's
Daniel Bryan.
They're not just replacing the original Punk plans with Daniel Bryan because it's convenient. Oh no, don't worry about it.
But it definitely reads like, looking back, you can absolutely see how they literally just grafted Daniel Bryan
literally
CM Punk story.
And it worked. Daniel Bryan was going for a very similar thing here. But also like fuck. So we'll find out. But yeah, no, I overall quite enjoyed this episode.
The story stuff was all pretty sick all around.
Yeah, no,
the matches you could take them or leave them for quite a few of them. But the Daniel Bryan Authority stuff, great. Cena Wyatt, great. Paul Heyman was a masterclass here, even if I don't really care about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. He's going to break the streak, Austin. He's going to do it.
It's definitely weird, like, looking back at this storyline, knowing he will, in fact, break the streak.
Yeah, it's so... I mean, it makes sense. That's the whole thing they go for with Brock. But
like, at the time, I don't think anyone really thought Brock was going to win this one. Like,
wait, really?
Yeah, a lot of people generally look at this and they're like, oh, here we go again. Just one more for the Undertaker pile.
Absolutely.
Like, they were just like, Brock Lesnar's part-time. He's not going to be the one to beat the Undertaker. This is just another story, another guy to add to the streak.
Fools. Oh, you fools. You absolute buffoons.
Yep.
Little did you know the people Vince had in mind in the past to do it, all right? Much less physically impressive than Brock Lesnar.
A little bit. So that is it for now. For next time, we literally just did a Royal Rumble episode.
Absolutely.
But, I feel like we can't tell this story without starting at the Royal Rumble. It's kind of the most important beat before WrestleMania. So, we're going back to 1990. The Royal Rumble is still a match that has no stakes to it. It is just a cutesy, fun battle royal to win, I guess.
Yes.
The Ultimate Warrior is the Intercontinental Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan is the WWE Champion. And soon, we will be on a collision course for the Ultimate Challenge.
Oh, no. Oh, my.
So next time, we will be watching the Royal Rumble 1990.
I do love me some rumbling. Do love to rumble. That's some good shit.
Mm-hmm. But that is for next time. Until then, David, hit our plugs.
Yes, sir. Dear friends, thank you all so much for joining us for yet another episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast. We hope you had a wonderful time. If you are a first returning listeners, viewers, what have you, hey, welcome back. Thank you again. You know the drill. Thank you so much for once again welcoming us back into your eardrums, your eyeballs, whatever the hell it is you use to consume our content. We're just so happy to have you here. We hope you're continuing to have a great time with us, and we thank you as always for your patronage. New people, hey, hi, how's it going? Welcome to the show. We here at the Noobs and Knockouts podcast like to think we are friendly to both noobs and knockouts alike. So whether you're brand new to the wild, wacky world of wrestling, or you're a veteran of all the weird bullshit, either way, we hope you had fun here. We hope you felt welcome here. Things felt accessible. And we hope you want to keep joining us week after week after week. And I'm going to tell you every single way you can go about doing that. First of all, of course, you can find us on YouTube. We are the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on YouTube. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, make sure it turns a nice little solid color so you get notifications every single time we drop a brand new episode. Check out, give us that sweet engagement, and check out all of our playlists, because Austin has been kind enough to organize all of the arcs that we follow into their own separate playlists, so you can follow something all the way down without having to skip around a whole lot. It's great. You can also, see our lovely faces, the video version after all, the beautiful HUD we have. You can see me shaking my Jerry Lawler effigy Funko Pop with rage. It's a great time. But of course, if you're a fan of the audio-only experience, we have you covered there. You can find the Noobs and Knockouts podcast on 3 of the best places to find your audio-only podcast, but of course, our Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. Come give us a listen. Download our show if you're so inclined. Interaction there helps as well. You know, little 5-star rating and maybe a nice little review that tells people, hey, these guys are pretty cool. Maybe you should listen to them. I don't know. I'm just saying. Stuff like that helps out the show immensely. It's a great boon to us. If you like our show, please help spread the word. It means the world to us. Noobs and Knockouts podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. But of course, we exist far beyond the realm of just this little void box that we find ourselves in week after week. No, we have presences outside of that. First and foremost, of course, is our social media on Twitter. We are on the Twitter at Noobs and Knoxpod. That's at Noobs, the letter N, Knoxpod. Come check us out there. We post memes. We engage in discourse. We put up a notification every single time we drop a brand new episode, so you guys always know what the hell is going on. Of course, the highlight of our Twitter is weekly wrestling live tweeting every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, or, as many Wednesday nights as we can make work anyway. Austin and I are busy boys after all, but every Wednesday night that we possibly can at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
I want you people to know what I'm going to sacrifice for you is that Matt Mercer is about to DM a new season of Dimension 20.
Oh my God.
I will not be watching live so that you people can have me on Twitter watching Dynamite. So,
I appreciate that. Look, I got a show opening in a few weeks. I'll be able to hit the Dynamite once that's ready to go. I will say, coming up in less than a month now, I will actually be going to a live Dynamite, and I'll probably be doing a little bit of Tweeterino from that, so you'll probably get some double team action from us there. So yeah, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on TBS, we were watching AEW Dynamite, of course, and then Friday nights, when we have the time, when we're feeling nice and spicy, at 10 p.m. Eastern on TBS, we are watching on TNT, pardon me, we are watching what else? AEW Rampage. It is the show that y'all been waiting on. And we just love to talk about all that shit. And of course, past that, Austin is a very diligent boy who likes to keep up with all of the major company pay-per-views and likes to tweet about them sometimes. And hey, we like to tell you guys about them, especially if you are of the noobish persuasion. Pay-per-views, if you're willing to buy into them, are a wonderful kind of hopping on point. They're big, exciting shows with awesome matches, some of the best that wrestling has to offer. Storylines are wrapping up, new ones are getting set to go. It's a great little nexus point. So we like to talk about them. My friend, what is on the docket coming up?
Sure. So upcoming in the WWE, I'm starting to think maybe I should at least mention how to watch the weekly shows. Is WWE Raw 8 p.m. Eastern on USA Network, and I'm just gonna assume that anywhere that you can watch cable is also available. Any way that you can watch cable virtually, YouTube TV, Sling, the like, that's included. And Friday Night SmackDown available on Fox. But upcoming for the WWE on May 6th is Backlash, coming to you live from Puerto Rico. The first major WWE event held there in like 18 years. It's crazy. Bad Bunny is going to be there, probably fighting Dominic Mysterio in some regard. But
Dominic Mysterio.
Right now, all we have on the docket is Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline that isn't Roman Reigns because he is still on vacation forever in a 6-man tag match. And then Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar 1-on-1.
Cool.
Then for AEW, again, we already hyped the AEW shows. I don't have to tell you how to find those. You can watch that on, TBS, TNT, the works. May 28th is AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view event. Wherever you purchase your pay-per-views, as well as Bleacher Report domestically, Fight TV internationally, and Fight TV internationally. If you catch the drift.
Yo-ho.
Not even a yo-ho. I don't think VPNs count as a yo-ho. Not in my book.
They're a more dignified yo-ho.
They're a yo-ho adjacent. Backlash, by the way, is available on Peacock, the same fucking place everything WWE can be found. No matches yet for Double or Nothing. And then Impact Wrestling just wrapped up a pay-per-view on Rebellion. So nothing new on that front, but you can watch Impact Wrestling every single week on Access TV, or I'm going to assume you don't know what that channel is or how to find it. You can also, for a YouTube subscription, you can also watch live on YouTube.
Outstanding stuff. Is that what we got?
Yep, that is all.
Hell yeah. No, be sure to check all that out. It's a great time. And we like to have fun over on the Twitter. If for some reason you enjoy listening to us ramble about wrestling for multiple hours at a time, you'll like it over on the Twitter. Our voices carry over pretty well, I'd say. We're a great company to watch your wrestling with. So, do it digitally. It's a good time. Noobs at Noobs and Knox Pod on the Twitter. Of course, if you want to get in more long-form contact with us, you can do that as well at our email address, our nifty little Noobs and Knockouts Pod at gmail.com. That's Noobs, the word and this time, Knockouts Pod at gmail.com. Come say hi to us there. Tell us what you think about the show. Tell us things you want to see us cover on the show. Fucking tell us how based and red pilled our hot takes are. You think they're stupid, I guess that too. Start that discourse. Just say hi. We love people saying hi. We would love to say hi back. Noobs and Knockouts Pod at gmail.com. And of course, finally, we also have a presence on Patreon. We are also the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on Patreon. The link for that is in our Twitter. $1 a month gets you early access to episodes and a shout out at the end of each episode. Shout out to the sugar daddy, Kyle Smith, for his support, friend of the show. We appreciate you, buddy. Hope you enjoy your perks. If you want to enjoy your perks along with Kyle, just a single $1 do gets you that stuff. It helps out the show more than you guys realize. If you're so inclined to show your support that way, it's a single little boat is all you need to give, and you get some cool little perks and some parasocial recognition from your two cool wrestling big brothers, as you do. If you're so inclined, please, again, $1 a month on the Patreon. The link for that is in our Twitter.
See you all next time.
Hasta luego.